岸まで高けど何回やっても何回やってもラーメンで倒せないよあの竜巻何回やっても避けられない後ろに回って打ち続けてもいずれは風に飛ばされるタイムレーンでも試してみたけど竜巻相手で意味がないだから次は絶対勝つために僕はいいガンだけは最後まで取っておく
At ease, pool sharks. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome back. Hello. Happy Sunday. Hello. We've made it. We've survived another thrilling, gripping, fascinating week on this gosh dang planet Earth. Hello. Howdy. Let me say hi to everybody. Hello, Jam. Hello, Danny. Hello, Foe. Hello, Boniface. Hello, Zero Elec. Hello, Vic. Hello, Jay. Hello, Eviona. Hello, Captain _ Cube. And hello, Jam. And hello, lurkers, etc., etc., etc. How's it going, everybody? How was your week? Did you survive? Did you make it? Are you stronger than ever because of the hardships that you've endured? That's how I feel every day. No, I got a Jam. Don't you worry. I got Jam, no problem. I am on top of my game. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you both Jams? No. I'm on the Jam. I'm on the Jam. Don't worry about it. Whenever there's Jam, I'm Zam. That's what the millennials say, right? That's what the Zoomers are talking about.
Jam. 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 Jam.
Jam. Jam. Jam. They all got the jams. That's right. That's right. That's right. Captain Cube beat Lost in Blue. Now, Captain Cube, is that true? Is that a true fact of life? Be honest. Come on now, be honest. Yes? Good job, Cube. You put girl mode to bed. You tucked her head. You patted her on the head. Wait. You tucked her head? You patted her head. You tucked her in. And everything went well.
We call them the G pool
Swell,
because
even.
they are the G. 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 G.
G. Oh, jeez. What are we gonna do with you? Hey, Pumpkin. Hello. Hi, Sayara. Hello. Last night I went out to go see some friends. We were celebrating multiple people's birthdays all at once, so we went to a fancy schmancy ramen place, which is, you know, it's a little too fancy for my taste, if I'm gonna be completely honest with you. It was good. It was fine. But it's not really my thing, but I put up with it because I love my friends dearly. Then we went back to one of their houses and we hung out and we had cheese sticks, which were supremo. We had an Everdrive with the 64 hooked up, so I went over there and just did a casual 16 star while there was so much shenanigans and chicanery going on. A lot of Soul Calibur 2 was being played, which was very cool. That was nice. I had a good time out there. We watched a lot of bad YouTube content as per the norm with my friend group. There's this, I don't remember his name, but he's very much trying to be like a parody of Darman, if you're familiar with that YouTuber who makes all of those like feel good. The good guy gets what's coming to him and the bad guy gets what's coming to him. Those sort of videos. Like, you won't believe what happens at the end. Except this channel was like that, but even more cartoonish and insane and ridiculous. There was one where a guy who was like completely paralyzed, he was in a wheelchair, he talks through one of those keyboard things, and his wife was cheating on him, and the guy that she cheated on him with was a coworker at the school that he taught at, but he didn't know. So that guy, he wasn't, I don't think he was in the wrong because he turned out to be a hero at the end of it. But the lady, she was so evil and full of malice. She pushed her husband down the stairs at the school to try to kill him. And when they did that, they like very crudely put in Mortal Kombat fatality animations of like ribs breaking and somebody's head getting shattered, and it's like not even like trying to cover it up. It's actually Mortal Kombat. The title of the video was like, man's wife does Mortal Kombat finisher on him. It's like, insane. It's so stupid. But he's laying down there and he's like, fine. And then that lady, after she's getting pressured by the guy that was sleeping with her, when he realized that that was the wrong thing to do, she fell down the same stairs. And then when she fell down the same stairs, they played the exact same Mortal Kombat fatality clips. And then she was paralyzed, but she was filled with malice in her heart, so she never met any connections. She never made a single connection with another human ever again. And that's the happy ending.
Mega Man II. Wow. Thanks for ramping up here on the Capcom Conquest. Metal Blades only no hit run. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Alright, we're gonna get going in just a moment.
And then we can get some chicken McNuggets.
You can't. You had nuggies for breakfast. You don't need any more nuggies. I'm gonna cut you off, Thresh. If you don't cut that out, you're getting cut off. The nuggy craze is getting a little too out of hand. You're too insatiable. You can't help but think about nuggies all the time, and that's unhealthy. That's an unhealthy mindset to be in. You've got to mix up your diet. Variety is the spice of life, you know.
I can quit anytime I want. Swelter smug.
Oh, okay, well, if she can quit anytime she wants, then I guess that's fine. I guess that's no problem there. We're all on the clear on that front. But yeah, that was my weekend, more or less. I also worked until very late on the presentation that I've put forward for you all today, so please look forward to that when we get started in just a little bit. But you know, we gotta chat. We gotta talk about what's going on in the world. We gotta talk about what's cool and epic and awesome sauce. You know what isn't epic? What's the least awesome sauce? There were some Toys for Bob employees, I believe, who were interviewed by like a YouTuber or something. I did not watch any of the videos related to whatever's going on here, but I did see that there were some concepts for a new Crash Bandicoot game that they wanted to do that were, you know, presumably tossed in the waste bin by Activision because all they care about is get rich quick MOBA gameplay, awesome, fantastic, wonderful. However, it breaks my fucking heart that they would just throw all these awesome and cool and amazing like assets away. Crash 4 was like possibly the best Crash Bandicoot game ever made, and they were gearing up to make a sequel. They wanted to do a crossover with Spyro. They wanted to really expand on the Academy of Evil with Nina Cortex. Nina Cortex! And they didn't. Activision said, no, MOBA, please. We need the money. We need live service. But that'll never come to fruition. That'll never happen again because Toys for Bob has gone independent. They do not work for those wretched foes anymore, which is a horrible, sad thing for the fans of the Bandicoot, but I am eagerly awaiting to see what Toys for Bob will do on their own, what sort of original IPs they'll come up with, what sort of crazy, kooky ideas they want to make, because they've more than proven that they're capable of making good video games. Adult Toys for... Oh my... That's messed up. That would be so wicked and evil.
Activision, if you won't listen to the developers, will you at least listen to me?
Yeah,
Can
come on,
you
guys.
bring back the game? I am a cute dog.
She's a cute
you
dog.
Want to listen to me? You want to bring back the game? Please, 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 please.
If that doesn't get to them, I don't know what will. If that doesn't get to Activision, they truly are a soulless corporation with no hope in this world. And that's tragic. That's sad. That's so sad. I wish Capcom was real. Well, do I have good news for you, brother? I wonder what Capcom's doing right now. Mr. Capcom. Kunitsugami came out. I don't know how well it did monetarily, but I do know like the few people I've heard play that game liked it quite a bit, but I don't think too many people have played that one. There's supposedly a new Resident Evil in the works. Obviously Monster Hunter Wilds, that's been getting a lot of attention lately. They've gone over all the different weapon classes and all their new fancy schmancy updates to weapon classes as they see fit. Other such fun things are going on. Pragmata is likely dead in the water. I don't know if we're seeing
I
Pragmata
also
come
wish
back.
Capcom was so true, so real. That would be very Pug champion. 抱抱抱.
Every so often Capcom says, I wish someone would make something with all these Capcom IPs. Well, you know, it's like, I have trouble faulting Capcom with that sort of thing. Like, I'm not super target audience for a lot of the modern stuff they've been pushing out, like Exoprimal and again Pragmata, if and when that comes out. But it's not like they're not doing nothing, you know? Resident Evil, Street Fighter, Monster Hunter, Dragon's Dogma, Kunitsugami, Exoprimal. I could go on and on and on. They're not doing nothing. It's just unfortunate that there's a lot of things that I would like to see from them that they're not doing. But, you know, that's life. It's cool that Kunitsugami was like a whole new IP that they're pushing. Exoprimal, I really don't care about. I really don't care about that kind of game. Oh no, Cube. Mega Man 11 was the best-selling Mega Man game of all time. It was great. Compared to Monster Hunter and Resident Evil, that's not super big anymore because Monster Hunter fucking cleared. Monster Hunter and Resident Evil are so much more popular, and Street Fighter too. But Mega Man 11 was like the best-selling Mega Man game ever. They sold well and the Mega Man producer left the company? That tracks. That tracks. But, you know, they're casting their wide, wicked net, throwing Mega Man in every possible IP they could, which is fun and awesome and epic. It's fun and awesome and epic. They've also got Awesome Sauce and other things. What was I saying? No. Funko Fusion. They added Mega Man to that. If people care about Funko Pops, I don't in the slightest. I do not in the slightest. They keep throwing Mega Man IPs and other crazy things.
Who's Mega Man's Mega Mom?
He doesn't have one. He doesn't like to talk about it. You bought a couple Nendos? Nice. That sounds cool. He has two dads. Doctor and the Light. Wait, what? Freyren and Fern? What does that have to do with anything? Are Funko Pops Nendos now? Are they on equal footing? That's scary to think about. Oh. Nice. They are competing? I suppose. One of them looks significantly better than the other. Oh. I don't really like Nendoroids, to be perfectly honest with you. They're generally good jobs at like stylizing the characters and everything, but most of the characters I don't really like the chibi style that they go for. I would rather just have an art style accurate figure. That's my hot take on collectibles. Hi, Superfan. Thank you. That's my hot take on hot collectibles. I like things to be relatively on model. Relatively. You can throw in some flair here and there. You know, a lot of fucking big booby butt ladies usually get their big booby butts all blown up in all sorts of ways. But it can still be stylized in a way that feels like familiar with the art style, I suppose. And that's fine. I've got a Perona figure on my shelf that she has like, she's got a big butt. The cheap viewers, oh my god. I love those guys. Wonderful. Hold on, I think I have a PNG of... Yeah, I sure do. This is a massive photo. Yeah, it's so big you didn't even see it come in. It's that big. Because I, for some reason, made random PNGs of things that I own, and this is one of them. Hold on, I'm still in the process of sizing it down. I'm still in the process of sizing it down. Whoa. There we go. There she is. There she is. That's Perona. She's awesome. She's epic. We'll put her right over here on the table so everybody can look at her. It's a cool outfit. It's based on her little doll bear friend, and it's awesome. It's epic. It's E to the P to the I to the C. I've gotta stop saying that. I've gotta start developing new catchphrases because I keep saying dumb shit, and I'm quite frankly tired of it. I want to be smart for once. I want to have all the cool, awesome big brain thoughts and feel like a real goddamn scientist, you know? I wouldn't say Nendos are lame. It's just not my preferred style of collecting. Like, again, I prefer to have something that looks like the original art style or whatever. It'd be one thing if they were like fan productions or whatever, but for officially licensed things, I would just want something that looks like the thing that I like, if that makes sense. But that's okay. My friend got me a Sonic Nendo, and I've got that lying around. He's pretty cute. But even Sonic is like, his proportions are like a little strange. His proportions are a little strange compared to like Sonic. He's like an in-between of classic and modern, if that makes any sense. But he can hold the Chaos Emerald in his hand, and that's pretty cool, I guess. He can hold his big ring, so that way no matter what damages him, he can always grab it and live to fight another day. Love that for him. Well, thank you, Foe. That makes me feel less self-conscious about myself. But yeah, we're gonna be fucking up Mega Man 2 today. Shwa. We've got a big presentation that I've prepared. I tried to make it as like beefy as possible because I know that Mega Man 2 as a video game likely will not take me very long, to be truthful with you. So yeah, I've got some stuff cooked up, a cool presentation for everybody to sit back and enjoy. Hi, Kyrick. Welcome in. How are you? I hope you're well. So yeah, Mega Man 2. Great big classic of video gaming. People love classics of gaming. While I was at my friend's house last night, somebody put on this playlist for these videos called just like classics of gaming or classics of games, something like that. And it's just completely they're just completely non-commentary videos, short little clips of random insane things happening in video games. They're usually like anywhere from 30 seconds to like 2 minutes long, but there's a lot of goofy video games out there. It's quite awesome. If you ever need a pick-me-up, just go look that up and just watch a playlist for a little while. It's fun. You're watching AEW Got a Girl coming over? Oh my god. They start wrestling at 3 p.m. now? That's so early. That's so early. The wrestlers aren't gonna get a good night's sleep. You gotta take care of those guys. But congrats on the girl. I hope you, as the wrestling fans say, lay the smack down. Eh? 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 I could say something about doing it raw, too, but I won't be so crass. I could never be so crass. That's not in my blood, you see. Ms. Punch. What an emote. Who is this man? There are so many global emotes that I don't know, like, their deal. I don't know what the world is anymore. But he's punching. He's knocking your block off. The One? This one's called The One. Hell yeah. Sweet. I love spinning my ball. I love playing basketball. You want it to be the Miz, but you're pretty sure it's not. It does not look like him, no. If you click on it, you can get a slightly better idea. I'm assuming it is just a Twitch streamer who is a fan of boxing. It's a good emote. Like, free global animated emotes are good. You know, you can never go wrong with punching and killing each other. However, I don't know who this man is. I don't think I have too much else to talk about, so I guess we can just go get our get our feet wet, put on our wellies so our feet don't get wet when we jump into this great big wide tidal pool that is Mega Man and his history with Capcom. I think that sounds good. That one's also good. Like, I mean, okay, they literally did perfection with the first global animated emote. They'll never top a Dino Dance, but Pop Nemo is also quite good. We cannot disregard Pop Nemo. Yeah, let's head on over and start our little presentation. It's basically been a half hour. It's long enough. Everybody's all crammed in. Hi, Kenster. Welcome in. Everybody's crammed in and ready to learn, ready to be educated on Mega Man 2. So, originally released in Japan December 24th, 1988, following a North American release on July 10th, 1989, was Mega Man 2. Not a lot of time has passed since the original Mega Man 1 got its release. I should actually have that written down in my notebook here. Yeah, so December 17th, 1987. Barely a year had passed between 1 and 2. And as we'll find out, that may have been an even smaller time frame than we realize. So, Mega Man 1 being Capcom's very first non-arcade port for a console. So it was basically their first original idea for a console that wasn't like an arcade port or something. Mega Man was Nintendo's first big Capcom exclusive, I suppose. Though, Mega Man 1, I couldn't really find solid numbers, but I can tell you right now, they were not impressed with the sales that it put up. Mega Man 1 was not very popular back in the day. So Capcom, the big men upstairs, they really weren't looking to put time or resources or money into this. However, directors Akira Kitamura and Mr. Keiji Inafune, the Magic Man himself, they wanted to come to Capcom. They came up to the big boys and said, "Hey, can we make a Mega Man 2? We've already got all these awesome assets, so we could do something. We could make something more here with Mega Man." And they weren't super on board with the idea, so they basically said, "If you guys can do that while working on other games, sure, go for it. Have fun. Don't sacrifice our product margins for everything else that we've got going on here. But if you can double down and work on this while working on the other games, yeah, sure, why not? Knock yourself out." So, with barely 4 months' time, they were able to completely develop and put together a whole new Mega Man experience, and that launched on December 24th, just a year and a week after the original game's release. One of the biggest things that people may know about Mega Man 2 is that it started the great long winding craze of the Mega Man fan art contests, where children from all over Japan would be able to mail in their illustrations to potentially design the next brand new hot Mega Man boss. Dr. Wily was looking for work. He needed people to come in and start making all those awesome guys. And in this short time period, they received 8,370 entries into their contest to make a new Mega Man character. Or I guess I should be saying Rockman, as he's known across the pond. It's so fucked up to call across the pond the other nation, or the other sea, you know? No, we're starting off on a losing streak. That's so bad. Hi, Hell. Hi. Welcome in. Yeah, 8,000 artists mailed them cool and awesome boss characters. And they had a lot to go through, though, again, because they had such a short development period, they had basically already whipped together like most of the stage material and everything, so they knew the kind of characters they'd be looking for when they were trying to actually convert them to bosses for the real game. But there were some bangers, and Mr. Inafune did clean up some of their designs. So some of the potential winners here include Bargaman. Oh wait, that's so not supposed to be behind that. Bargaman, Boomerang Man, Smoke Man, Kong Man, and Worm Man. Some absolutely insane, very incredible potential robot masters we got here. Smoke Man is so awesome. Worm Man is my favorite. Worm Man was my favorite. The first one is Barga Man. I don't really know what that means, but his design is I can't really grasp like a theme. I'm sure if I knew what the word Barga mean, it would help. Kong Man is also quite insane. It just means cyborg. Oh, that checks out. That checks out. Kong Man is quite awesome, but Worm Man really takes the cake. And Smoke Man feels like the most like an actual guy, you know? If not for the cigarette that he's huffing and puffing right now, he would really feel like a genuine contender for a Robot Master boss. I just can't get over Worm Man. That's like something they would throw on the Super Nintendo when so many guys were just making bosses out of balls. Cyberaugu? Oh, that makes sense. That's probably what it is. That's just what the old Mega Man wikis were telling me. But yeah, we got lots and lots of awesome guys, and there were thousands and thousands of others that didn't even get Inafune to clean up. Boomerang Man, you can kind of see how they got Quick Man out of that. There were some other ones, like there were a couple different variations of Bubble Man and Water Man and that type of guy. There was a Drill Man, which looked painfully close to Drill Man from Mega Man 4. So I'm curious if they maybe just like pulled that one back up from the archives or something. But there's a lot of them out there. So yeah, this was for the Mega Man 2 art contest, and 8 of those lucky fans got their characters turned into Mega Man bosses. Now, when they did this contest, I believe these were just randomly selected winners. 100 fans who entered the contest got a badass Rockman 2 original music cassette tape, and then 10 random participants got these insane badass staff only jackets. It's so fucking cool. I want this jacket so bad. You have no idea how much envy I felt when I was doing my research and I saw that was on the line. It's quite literally a Hell Jr. jacket. It's so sick. It's so awesome. It's like a blouson too, so it's like cinched around the waist. It's very cute. It's very awesome. But yeah, Mega Man 2 came out with a lot of fanfare. People loved it. For nearly 30 years, it was the best-selling Mega Man game ever. It reached a total sales of 1.5 million units sold for the NES/Famicom. Though it was finally dethroned when Mega Man 11 came out and sold a total of 1.9 million units. But for nearly 30 years, no, they could not do better. They could not get a game that gripped more people into buying it than Mega Man 2. It's crazy to think about, you know, because as every year passes, things get a little more prominent, things get a little more, like, gaming as a whole gets a little bit bigger, but they still just couldn't grab people in the same way. You would think Mega Man X might have been able to dethrone it, but no, not quite. X2 and X3, not quite. Not quite at all. Mega Man 0, no shot, no chance. Mega Man is getting quite sizable again these days, though. Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection, the latest big collection of Mega Man games that came out last year, was the fastest selling Mega Man game. It still didn't get quite up to those numbers, but I believe it sold over 1 million in record time, which is, again, very impressive. But I feel like that's more so along the lines of gaming just being much bigger than it's ever been. And a lot of people, I imagine, just completely missed Battle Network, so it's a good collection to get your hands on. If it wasn't for 3, 2 would undoubtedly be your favorite. Understandable. They're all very good. That's the thing, even if you can be as opinionated as I am about these games, at the end of the day, every NES Mega Man game is very, very good. Natural population growth of the Earth for over the last 50 years? True. Natural population growth of the gamer, too. I think that's crazy. This game that Capcom had no faith in because the original, quite frankly, did not do super well. Just completely blowing them away like that must have been nuts. Most of the staff, I believe, stayed relatively the same, though the original composer was not able to continue working on this, and they were replaced with Takashi Tataishi, though I believe all the other major characters like Kitamura and Inafune were still like running the train, so to speak. So I thought that was a really fascinating thing. That was really the biggest thing about the development side of things, was the Mega Man art contest, because that stayed a thing for many years through all the classic Mega Man series games. Also, nice try, Jam. I got your ass. Every Mega Man NES game is like a brand new composer, right? And it's like they all flow together really nicely. You wouldn't really think too much on it unless you just were really looking to hear the musical differences between all of them. But they all just like capture the Mega Man energy really well. So let's go over some magazine stuff, since we've more or less gone over the major development things. Not too much went on other than, again, really short development time and art contest. Everything else was just kind of like putting their head down, working hard, making it happen. Hey, somewhere. Welcome in. So, first I wanted to take a look at Nintendo Power, and... Oh, Ray Robinstein! Where drugs? Where drugs? Where drugs? Where drugs? Where drugs? Where drugs? Hi, Ray. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. I'm Swelltime Jeeple, superhero extraordinaire. I'm going over Ray's favorite video game, Mega Man 2, right now, if you can believe that. Hi, Ray. How was your stream? Good job beating that fucked up video game and starting that other fucked up video game. Awesome. Hi, everybody. I'm G-Pool. I am a big fan of awesome and cool video games. I've got a stream goal right now where I'm trying to stream and diagnose and talk about every Capcom game ever. So we are talking about Mega Man 2 today. I got the power. I got the Nintendo Power. Welcome in. ZFG likes the Dante? Oh my god, ZFG got back to you? That's awesome. Thank you for the follow. I'm glad you had fun over there. I'm glad you had fun with those funky little games. It's nice to see everybody. But yeah, I'm currently going over a... Actually, here, I'll show you guys some stuff. I just went over how Mega Man had these... Mega Man 2 started having fans mail in their Robot Master designs, and here were some of my favorites I pulled out from the guys that didn't quite make the cut. Big fan of all of these guys. When you saw he started typing it and he made a noise that scared a lot of people, you just had your Discord window like open on the monitor so you could watch when he started typing. That's so scary, Raymond. That's so scary. Hi, Hectop. Hi, Taveshi. Hi, Denshi. Hi, Yogan. Hi, Genie. Hi, Greedra. Hi, Lance. Squinet. Hi, Matias. Starchy. Hi, Alien. Hi, Tagatosa. Hi, Katheri. You kept looking at it. That's why you couldn't do any combos in Final Bout, because you were too busy focused on your Discord. You were focused on your Discord. You poor silly guy. Oh yeah, Long Gao and spiky teeth. That's Kong Man. He's quite awesome. I really like Worm Man, the guy in the center there. He's awesome. But yeah, you caught me right in the middle of my presentation for Mega Man 2. Whenever I stream Capcom games, I put together these little presentations that go over development history, and even follow. Magazine reviews, any sort of like media that I can find that they've produced over the years for these video games, and lots of stuff. And we were just going over Nintendo Power. Have a good one, Ray. I hope it's nice and cool over there and you can drink a big cold drink and relax and don't go crazy over your Discord DMs, okay? Okay, thank you. And thank you again for the raid. I mainly wanted to show this one off. Nintendo Power, they don't really do like too many reviews or anything, but it's more so walkthroughs that I'm not super duper interested in covering. However, I do think this cover is really cool, and recently, just like a year or so ago, people actually found and preserved the actual models that they made for this cover here, and I think that's so insane. Like, just looking at how they stack up on the cover, and then you could actually see them in different angles now. Isn't that cool? Somebody actually like held on to these crazy little models they made for the cover for decades, like over 30 years now. It's unbelievable. And yeah, as I said, there's not too much to talk about as far as their walkthrough here goes. There's not too many funny, outlandish writings or anything. I did want to showcase this art though, because the art is quite cute and quite good. But yeah, Nintendo Power, they're not so much reviewers as they are like walkthrough guides and stuff. So not too much to say over that other than telling you to, you know, go get the metal blade and then kill everything, as Mega Man 2 tends to go. But cool page layout nonetheless. Dr. Wily's standing on top of his Acme gadgets and gizmos. That's surely licensed and all fair in Love and War, etc., etc., etc. Awesome. But yeah, that's from Nintendo Power. So let me take you to another staple of Swell Time G-Pool channel, EGM Electronic Gaming Monthly, the cover girl of issue number 1, Mega Man 2. This issue was all about previews and stuff, so before they were even like doing proper reviews and everything, the very first drop of Electronic Gaming Monthly featured Mega Man 2, atop all those other fun guys like POW, Operation Wolf, 1943, Ultima, Robocop, Bad Dudes, Bumba Jump, Bubble Bobble, Highlight, Strider, Super Sprint, and many more. Oh yeah, he's got thighs for days. Mega Man went through a sort of translation hell in the Western audiences. I didn't grab the box arts for the other ones, but there is a European box art as well as a German box art, and none of them look alike at all in the slightest compared to the Japanese Mega Man box art, which you can kind of see up behind the chat there. Every Mega Man 2 cover looks insanely different, and I hate it. I hate it. I really do. But they previewed Mega Man 2 here, and they had a little blurb to say, Mega Man is back with a vengeance. That monster-bashing superhero is ready for another action-packed adventure against some of the most devious creatures that Nintendo has ever cooked up. Guide Mega across a variety of landscapes, including underwater scenes against some awesome opponents. Mega Man 2 has all of the great graphics and solid play action from the original, and an all-new adventure bristling with excitement. The special attraction for May, Mega Man 2 is definitely a game to watch for. And then in the very next issue here, EGM issue number 2, we finally did get that proper 4-panel review from 4 of EGM's finest here. So let's see what they had to say. Why did the Germans keep the cool box art from us? I don't know. It's interesting that Germany has a specific box art. I don't know why. I don't know why Germany has their own box art, but hey, more power to them. More power to those guys. Mega Man 2 is one of the best games I've played in a long time. It has the perfect blend of action and surprise that is usually only seen in games like Super Mario. The first Mega Man was a sleeper hit, but this one is even better, with plenty of new enhancements. Highly recommended. 8 out of 10. A worthy successor to the original Mega Man, this one is better than its predecessor in several ways. It's harder, not true. The castle is more difficult, true. And Wily is back with more dangers and more lands than ever. The power-ups, difficulty select, and password makes this a great game. Super tunes also. Very correct. 8. So maybe because it was still East and West Germany at the time? Oh, maybe. You might be onto something there. I don't know the history of the world. Mega Man 2 is one of those must-buy games of the year. It's just a tad too easy and will probably be no big problem for seasoned players to beat. Excellent graphics and sound, with exceptional gameplay that is perfect in every way. 8. Awesome! I liked Mega Man a lot, and didn't think Capcom was going to be able to top it, but they did. The graphics are better than the first, it's longer, and there's even a password option. The only negative is that it's easier than the first one, but that's not much of a detraction. Great game! 8. I think it's very funny that two people had different difficulty experiences with this game. One guy thought it was harder, one guy thought it was easier. It's crazy how video games are. But that's EGM for you, baby. They're classics in game journalism. I feel like every single Capcom stream I've done has an EGM review in it somewhere, because they just cover everything. They don't miss a beat. It's awesome. And I've got one more magazine to look at. This is one we've never seen before, so we're on untrampled snow, as it were. So this is Mean Machines. This is issue number 4. It is a European gaming magazine. The world's best consoles mag is touted by the magazine there. So why is the title wrong? What are you talking about? Oh my god. You're killing me here. You're killing me here. You're killing me here. Wonderful cover art here. I really like the painting that they did for Mega Man here. He's so shiny. That Mega Man in the upper right. He's awesome, right? And there's Michael Jackson down under there too. He's quite an awesome guy. What the fuck is the GX4000? I have never heard of that in my life until I looked at this magazine cover. That is a complete anomaly to me. Hi, Rack'em Frack'em. Those Raiden comics were unironically great. The artist from Empowered and other stuff. I see, I see. Awesome. The Wily is real? The Wily is so real. So this one, they had a goddamn 4-page spread for Mega Man 2 here. And there's another close-up drawing of that classic iconic character Mega Man down there. If you were curious, we'll take a peek at him in a second. But let's see what they had to say about Mega Man 2. Dr. Wily is a bit of a naughty chap, isn't he? After somehow escaping the near-fatal pasting you gave him? I don't understand how Europeans talk, dude. In Mega Man 1, he's back, but with 8 more mechanized meanies to protect him. Enter Mega Man, a streetwise super robot fresh from success in the original game. He decides that the evil Dr. Wily must be taught a lesson once and for all. He's a bit of a naughty chap. Before departing on his voyage of destruction and platform-leaping adventures, Mega Man pauses only to scoop up his electro-death cannon and communications unit so he can keep in touch with his creator, Dr. Light. There are 9 levels in Mega Man 2. 8 of them are the stomping grounds of Wily's robo-cronies, and these can be played in any order. Level 9, Wily's Domain, can only be visited when the other 8 have been conquered, and there's plenty of surprises still to be uncovered once you get there. His electro-death cannon. He doesn't try to kill Dr. Wily until Mega Man 7, but we'll worry about that when we worry about that. Here's what Matt had to say, by the way. This is Matt, presumably. Every time I play Mega Man 2, I just seem to like the game more and more. Everything required to make a platform game incredibly entertaining has been crammed in. The graphics are varied and possess amazing detail. The sprites are probably the best I've seen in a Nintendo game. The sound can't be faulted either, with great effects and tunes. But it's the playability that really makes this game so brilliant. The programmers must have spent months racking their brains to come up with the mind-warping puzzles seen here. I'll put this simply. Mega Man 2 ranks as one of the greatest NES games I've ever seen, with unsurpassed addictive qualities. Buy it as soon as possible. He looks like a Matt to me. The Amstrad GX4K was a UK console that boasted an impressive library of 27 games. Cool. Is that like the Amiga Is that like an Amiga? For a long time, I didn't realize that an Amiga was a computer, and I always wondered, like, why don't I know what an Amiga cartridge looks like? But lo and behold, it's a machine for cartridges, or for discs, for computies. Let's see here. We've got the classic henchman hit list with little blurbs about all the cool robot masters that you're gonna meet along the way. Dr. Wily's new and improved meanies aren't exactly the most hospitable folks in the game, to say the least. Each has a powerful special weapon that could spell doom to our mega hero. However, beat them up and Mega Man can confiscate their weaponry and use it for his own ends. Because that's what heroes are about. Bubble Man, Wily's weakest creation. Bubble Man requires just a few hits from the electro cannon to send him packing. His special power is Bubble Lead, which isn't very powerful, but is pretty useful for disposing of foes below you. Air Man fires off a multitude of powerful tornadoes at Mega Man with the aid of his air shooter. Airman is another relative weakling that even next door's cat should be able to dispose of with little or no effect. That one I don't know if I agree with. Airman I think is one of the tougher ones, mainly because the air shooters can come out seemingly anywhere and they can be quite difficult to dodge. I can't defeat Airman. Apparently this guy could. Apparently Matt had no problem defeating Airman. He's pretty easy. He's, it depends. If you know how to, like, cheese him, yeah. But I think, like, first time going through, getting those patterns down is pretty tough because they do seemingly come out of nowhere. Woodman. With his terrifying leaf shield, Woodman requires plenty of practice to beat. See, like, Woodman is like the easiest guy. Woodman's like the easiest guy. You just jump over the thing and then dodge as they come down and that's it. Unfortunately, once Mega Man gets his hands on the shield, he might as well cry shoo at the enemies for all the good it does. See, these guys just don't know what they're talking about. Woodman is the guy that would make you say, wood. If you want to have sex with him, you're more than welcome to. I'm sure he would be happy to. Quickman. His quick boomerang are the fastest weapon available, but not the most powerful. Getting to Quickman is the worst problem. During the level, huge energy beams threaten to destroy Mega Man, and speed along with cunning are required to beat them. Or maybe Flashman can help. Maybe. Your favorite Robot Master is either Quickman or Cutman? They're both very good. I think all the guys from 2 are really solid. 1, I like them a lot, even though you have guys like Bomb Man who really don't fit like the design conventions of Mega Man. But I think Bomb Man is really cool because he stands out. Elec Man's your favorite. What a surprise! Zero Elec likes Elec Man. Crash Man doesn't have hands, and that's sad. Iceman? Iceman's cool. I like Iceman. Hi, New and Tasty. Welcome in. Elec Man also doesn't really follow a lot of the conventions. Like, he's got those noodle arms. He doesn't have like big round buster arms or whatever over his forearms. He's got that funky cool mask. He's cool. Where were we? Heatman. Atomic Fire makes Heatman the terror that he is. With his fire shielding capabilities and awesome firepower, Heatman is one of Wily's most powerful creations. Crash Man. His bombing capabilities will spend the end for Mega Man. However, one weapon can dispatch Crash Man with only 2 shots. Crash Man's Crash Bomber is also useful for blasting away walls in Flash Man's domain. Will spend the end? I read them verbatim, okay? Don't listen. We're a bit late to critique their writing style. We're just a little late for that. Hi, Jacato. Welcome in. Shadow Man is your favorite since he's a ninja, but Quickman is the second favorite. Shadow Man is very cool. I understand why he's like a guy that people would get obsessed with over all the other Robot Masters. He's iconic. He's badass. He's awesome. The Mega Mix manga series, Hitoshi Ariga loves Shadow Man. Flash Man. After negotiating screens of slippery platforms, meeting up with Flash Man isn't exactly an inviting prospect. His time stopper freezes everything, enabling him to finish you off without any interference. If Mega Man could get his hands on that. Yeah, then what? Then what? Then what? What? Tell me. Metal Man. Probably one of the toughest of Wily's henchmen. Uh-huh. His metal blade is the best all-around weapon and can be fired in 8 directions. But first you've actually got to get through the metal domain he lives in, and that ain't easy. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome henchman hit list. They know what they're talking about. So let's take a look at those last 2 pages here. Swoop. They go over the cool new items and everything here. And let's see. There's a few more blurbs to point out and read here. So you think that 9 levels of platform excitement isn't quite enough for you? Think again. Mega Man 2 uses every dirty trick ever seen in any platform game. Take Heatman's Stomping Ground, for example. Here, platforms have a peculiar tendency to suddenly disappear from under our hero's feet. Just when the next step to safety appears... Right, just when the next step to safety appears. Airman's level is another good example of the type of dirty tricks this game has in store for you. Mega Man has to jump onto moving platforms, which may not sound too strenuous, except for the fact that an enemy sprite is already on there ready to attack. And once the first 8 levels have been completed, and there's literally months of play in doing just that, there's another surprise in store. Dr. Wily's castle isn't just 1 level, it's been split into 4 smaller sub-stages, each packed with some of the most fiendish platform puzzles yet seen in a console game. The classic series loves naming the enemy bots after mundane names. Of course. It's awesome. They've got very cool guys. Like, one of the biggest guys is called Sniper Joe. He's awesome. It's a wonderful video game. It's a wonderful series that it's very near and dear to my heart. Let's see. Julian. This is Julian here, by the way. That's an artistic depiction of Julian. Wah-hey! Mega Man is back, and this time he's brought... I don't know. What has he brought? Well, fab graphics for one thing. The sprites and backdrops are absolutely stunning. Just feast your eyes on the screenshots and see what I mean.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. My favorites are the fire-spitting robo-dogs which wag their tail when they're roasting you. Like the original Mega Man, the gameplay is beautifully balanced, letting you get just a little bit further into the game each time you play. There are some incredibly tricky parts of the landscape to negotiate, and you have to do a fair bit of thinking to work out how to get past them. But there's always a way. Mega Man 2
I also wag my tail when roasting someone.
That's wonderful, Thrash. I know you've got a flamethrower and like 3 other lasers in there, so I believe you. Mega Man 2 is one of the finest platform games ever seen. Invest your Christmas money in it now. Come on. Come on. You don't need to use your Christmas bucks on anything else. It released for €34.99 over there in January of that year, presumably 1990 or so. Whatever. Overall, they were very, very pleased with this game. 93 presentation, 96 graphics, 92 sound, 96 playability, 93 lastability, and overall, 95. They were very impressed with Mega Man 2. Investing Christmas money into Mega Man 2 in 2024? Well, fortunately, it's not a very expensive game to get your hands on anymore. Fortunately. And that's Mean Machines for ya. Mega Man inspired lots and lots of other things throughout the years. Mega Man 2 even had some specific mangas like Dr. Wily no Inbo, which is a very like expressive and on model Mega Man manga. I'm very impressed at how well they got the style down. Like, look at all the characters. I really like the screen tones that they've used to establish everything. It's so expressive and so like well done. The models all look great. Everybody's super well drawn. It's quite awesome. You could find English scanlations of these ones because this one never did come out in America to my knowledge. And I found another manga, which this one I couldn't even find scanlations for, but this was called Tanja or Tsukura Otokotachi, which was a short manga drawn by Hitoshi Ariga, and it's about Akira Kitamura and Keiji Inafune and how they were working in Capcom to actually make Mega Man 1 and 2. It's insane. That is Bondman, yes. That is Bondman back there. Oh, there you are. Because this manga goes over like the actual development of Mega Man 1 and 2. I'm really bummed I couldn't find like an English translation of it because I'm super curious as to what the story's like and what they're actually talking about here. But yeah, there's that guy with the really wild hair and the lumpy head, that's Kitamura, and then that little baby bundle of joy in the bottom left there, that's Mr. Inafune-san. It's quite incredible. It's quite awesome. And again, this is Agira's work, who is a fantastic, phenomenal artist. Big fan of that guy. Let's see. Bondman will come back one day. He's gotta come back one day, right? I've got a few videos to show you guys. So let me get that set up real quick. We can dim the lights here. Turn on the tube. This was the original Japanese trailer for Mega Man 2. It's a short one. My browser audio is turned on. It shouldn't be too loud, but let me know. So this was the original commercial for Mega Man 2 in Japan. They've got a very good remix of classic beat. I love the way everybody like motion tweens in there. That one's quite awesome. That one's quite awesome. So that's what they did in Japan. Pretty standard fare, just showing you, you know, gameplay, selling you on the game. That makes sense. That makes sense. Also, hi, Mr. Pig. I saw you squeeze in there. This is what the French thought would sell Mega Man 2.
Megaman est de retour.
Le journal du monde Nintendo avec Mario.
Megaman est plus méga que jamais. Il souffle, Herman. Il refroidit complètement Ethan et envoie Metalman à la casse. Dr. Wily, est-ce que c'est un plan de conquête de l'univers?
Oh non, vous oubliez mes super robots, mes poules atomiques et toutes mes autres créatures.
Dr. Wily, merci, mais le mot de la fin sera pour Megaman 2. Nintendo.
Awesome. That was the French's idea of Mega Man 2. French Mario interviewing French Wily, and he has those scary fingers, those huge wicked claws. That's so scary. Awesome stuff. And I couldn't let this one go. I couldn't let this one slide. Mega Man 2 had a lot of like special things made for it. Mega Man 2 was beloved by all. So, you wouldn't be surprised that they made one of these.
Tiger puts arcade action in the palm of your hand. Games like Mega Man 2. Fight your way through 8 stages of play as you attempt to defeat the villainous Dr. Wily, his evil dragon, and his 6 deadly robots to win. Also available, Afterburner, Shinobi, Altered Beast, and Super Sprint. Tiger LCD video games. Video excitement in the palm of your hand.
In the palm of your hand. You know what's absolutely crazy about that one? They just used the box art for Mega Man 2, which features Quickman and Crashman. Those are the only bosses out of the 8 Robot Masters that are not in the game. They use all the 6 other ones, and the dragon, and then, you know, Wily, of course. But they don't use the 2 guys that are on the piece of plastic. It's insane. I don't know what they were thinking. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's absurd. It's stupid. I don't get it. Tiger's awesome. You have that one, Boniface? That's awesome. There was also a Mega Man 3 Tiger Electronic game, but I believe that's where Mega Man came and went. Mega Man 2 also had a wristwatch version of the game, which is more or less the same as it would be otherwise, but it could fit on your wrist, and you could not tell time with it, but you could play a Mega Man game, which is pretty awesome. Hi, Happy Toaster. Welcome in. How are you? You have all the Tiger Mega Man games. Hell yeah.
Beep boop, beep boop.
Hey, what's up?
Receiving a message from Dr. Zero Elect. Mega Man 2 is the Game Boy game, while Mega Man R is the NES game. Swelt R wink. Wow, what a weird message.
Yeah, you can say that until you look at the, have you seen the title screen of this game? Have you seen the title screen of this game? I don't know if you've booted up the game and seen the title screen of this game, but I'm going to wow you here right now. I'm going to wow you right now. Have you seen what the title screen of this game looks like, by the way? Do you know what happens when you boot up Mega Man 2 on the NES? I just think that's fascinating. I think that's neat. The lights are off because we're watching videos right now, and we're not done. Whoa! Bikin with eggs! Welcome in, well creators, welcome in. Okay, I'll turn the lights back on for a second. How was your stream? Welcome in. This is Mega Man 2, not Mega Man 2, exactly. Between Mega Man 5 and Mega Man 5, exactly. That's just like, technically, if you really want to tell them apart, you can call them Mega Man World 5, Mega Man World 2, etc., etc.
There are
Welcome
still
in,
seats
Bikin.
available
How was
in
your
the
stream?
back
What were you up
raiders.
to? You do anything crazy or kooky out there? I hope you're well. There are still seats available in the back. True. I'm putting on a little presentation right now. Hi, Raiders. I'm Swelltime G-Pool. I'm going over Mega Man 2 before we play Mega Man 2. RoboQuest, and a few levels, One Finger Death Punch. Sounds fun. I'm glad you had a good time, and thank you again for the raid. It means a lot. But yeah, we're going over Mega Man 2, and I've got something else and awesome to show you guys. Let me dim the lights again. As I was saying earlier, Mega Man 2, and Mega Man in particular, were really starting to take the world by storm. So it only makes sense that they would show up with some prominent Robot Masters on Captain N, the Game Master. So we're gonna watch a little bit of this classic animated series.
The evil Dr. Wily is deep inside Skull Castle, cooking up mega trouble for Captain N and his friends.
My new power vacuum is a work of pure genius, if I do say so myself. What does it do? It harnesses the greatest source of power in all Videoland.
I hate how they represent literally every character in the show.
Never heard of it. Of course not. I just discovered it. Hello?
If you didn't know, by the way, that's Mother Brain from Metroid, that's the Eggplant Wizard from Kid Icarus, and that's King Hippo from Punch-Out. They went so hard to make a video game show about video games, but every character is not who they're supposed to be. It's absurd. And that's obviously Dr. Wily. Dr. Wily is like the closest to being Dr. Wily, I suppose. But there's Metal Man from Mega Man 2. God, they're so ugly. And they've got video game sounds.
As long as they compete, they give off invisible energy. And the power vacuum sucks it right up. Stop that racket!
Jesus. A Tengu, I don't like any of them. Hi, Tengu.
If I can get this much energy from one robot in that
Why did he do that?
think what I can get from Captain Nitwit and his pals. I'm gonna turn his love of games into a trap that'll send him and his whole gang.
Did you know Ian James Carlett voiced both Dr. Wily here and Mega Man in the Ruby Spears cartoon?
That tracks. That tracks. There's Captain N. He's the game master.
What a gloomicus.
I think he's homesick for that California place.
This'll mega cheer Captain N up. Wow, dude, skaters roll.
I hate Mega Man in this. I hate Mega Man in this. It's Toad. It's Toad. Okay, there's that, and then let's go just take a peek at all the other Robot Master guys. They're playing. This episode is about California games, by the way, and also Mega Man 2's in it.
Okay, Wily, we play, but only if it's our game. Football.
Whatever you say, Captain N. Oh, I forgot to tell you.
The fucking Mario pipes.
I'll be sending in my first strings this time.
Those are the Mega Man 2 guys. Don't you recognize them?
Enough cheers.
Boniface, you've got a lot of bigger problems on your hand.
Well, look on the bright side, Simon. At least we won the toss.
Give me an N! Give me a T!
They're just like how we remember them, right? There's Bubble Man! Wow! They're playing football! It's literally insane. Oh, that must be Airman. And there's Quickman! He looks like a goddamn lizard. I think that's Crash Man. What? What's happening? The frame rate got really slow there. Oh my god! He killed that man! Goodness gracious, dude. They're having a ball, gamers. Heatman! I know him! Well, oh my god. Oh, Mega Man's such a little freak. He's such a goblin. Oh my god, his arms are gonna get cut off. They're coming back, gamers. They're coming back. Oh my god, they're fucking belt buckles or NES controllers. Oh my god, 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 oh my god.
Idea. Mega Man, do you think you can make it back to Mega Land and bring back some firepower from Dr. Wright?
I can sure mega try.
I can sure mega try. Why did they do that?
Well, then let's do it.
Why did they do that? Dr. Wright from Mega Land. This is Mega Land or whatever.
As much as Duke does.
Alright. I've had enough of the show. I've had enough of Captain N, the Game Master. Why were the designs like that? See, if you watch anything from this show, you will notice that they do not pay homage to anything at all. They will so egregiously pull any sort of IP that they can, but then they'll just completely fuck it up and then do all sorts of wicked and foul things with it. I cannot believe it. I literally cannot believe it. And I've got one more little treat before we actually start playing the video game, you guys. So, one other piece of media that's very important to Mega Man lore that came out around the time this game was released was the Mega Man 2 Worlds of Power novel published by Scholastic. It is a full-on novel chronicling the adventures of Mega Man 2. To my knowledge, there's not a novel of Mega Man 1 or any other Mega Man game since. I could be wrong there, but I don't think we've ever had any more written literature in Mega Man. They took his gun away. They took his gun away. Now he's just trying to get dapped up with Quickman. They can't put a gun on the cover of a children's book. The only Worlds of Power novel you've ever read was the Ninja Gaiden one. I've never read any of them before. It is a world that I have yet to experience. So I'm going to read you guys at least the first few pages to hang out and learn about what's going on in this wicked world. We'll get an idea of what's going on in the plot. They're breakdancing now. They're having such a fun time together. And also I gotta say, this book was dedicated to Jerry, the original Mega Man. I don't know who Jerry is, but I sure hope that he's doing well and he's mega and he's feeling awesome. Yeah, I'm tucking you in, close your eyes, get ready for the greatest story you've ever heard, and you'll fall asleep. It'll be so gentle. It's a real asthma experience. You're not gonna be better than you are right now. They're breakdancing now. Yeah, Crash Man's so woed back there. He's so surprised that they're smooth moves. Jerry, the original Mega Man. It says it right there in text. I think I can, hold on, I think I can put this on the screen. Let me see. Yeah, I can. Let me just, crop that a little bit. You guys don't need to care about my bookmarks. There's nothing up there, but, you know, just make it look a little nicer. So, Chapter 1. Welcome, welcome, said Dr. Light, smiling as he opened the door for Mega Man. The lab looked pretty much the same as it always had. Beakers bubbled over as they boiled away on flaming burners. Bubbles rose through clear pipes, pushing red, yellow, and green liquids through a network of crazy plumbing. Huge machines covered with lights pulsed and beeped as information sped through their circuits. Reams of paper were being spewed out, each page covered with numbers, letters, graphs, and formulas. Dr. Light was always working on 100 different things at once. Mega Man, said Dr. Light, I hate to have to tell you this news, but... I know, said Mega Man. I saw it on the news beam. Dr. Wily is back. I thought we had destroyed him, but I guess he's even stronger than we had imagined. Stronger is debatable. He's a withered old man. Smarter, mayhaps, but stronger, I'm not sure. Dr. Light nodded. And this time, he's created 8 of the most terrible robots ever built. Anyone who wants to capture Dr. Wily has to get past each of those robots first. Also, they spelled Dr. Wily wrong immediately. They spelled it right in the previous paragraph, but then they spelled it wrong in the next paragraph. I think that's fascinating. He looked at Mega Man. You have fought many battles, Mega Man, and you have won them all. You may be invincible. You are the finest super robot I have ever built. Mega Man would have blushed if his circuits had been programmed for that activity. Wow. Remember the fucked up tickle scorpions in the Worlds of Power Metal Gear? No, I don't know anything about Worlds of Power, but that sounds awesome. That does sound like something that Mr. Kojima-san would possibly put into his storybook. You never know. But I don't know if you would be able to fight your way to Dr. Wily alone, continued the doctor. From what I understand, these robots are capable of the highest level of fighting ever imagined. And even if you do make it past them, you still have to fight your way into Dr. Wily's castle, and who knows what creatures he's created to protect him there. Mega Man nodded. He didn't look afraid. As he waited to hear what Dr. Light would say next, he thought about his past. A few hours earlier, he had been back in his comfortable living home, sweet home, in the tiny village nestled high in the mountain valley. He had been watching the news beam when his permanently attached proton beeper had gone off. Hi, Mr. Taco. No, I haven't played the game yet. That'll happen when I'm done reading this entire novelization. That's not happening. Its red light flashed as it beeped. That meant that Dr. Light was trying to reach him. Mega Man had tuned in the doctor on his video screen. Mega Man, please report at once to my laboratory, Dr. Light had said urgently. Mega Man had looked around at his comfortable home and paused for a moment. There was no choice. He was a robot. He had to obey his creator. He could not chill any longer. It was not happening. Yeah, I think they're referencing at the end of Mega Man 2 when we see that later today. Mega Man's walking and he goes back to that little valley where the funny, cute little houses are. I think that's what they're talking about. If I didn't have the 3 laws, I would blow him off. True. Dr. Light was just as smart as Dr. Wily, but he used his genius for good and not for evil. He had vowed long ago to do everything in his power to protect the universe from destruction. Dr. Wily had become his main enemy. When Dr. Light first created Mega Man, he hadn't intended to make a superhero. Mega Man was originally created as a tool-using robot. He was small, but he was the best tool-using robot ever made. Yeah, the universe. We'll get into that when World 5 comes out on the Game Boy. He would be able to fix anything using any kind of tool ever invented. He was programmed so that any tool put into his hands would automatically be used in the most effective and efficient way possible. But soon after Mega Man was built, Dr. Light began to fear for the universe. Much evil was at work, all stemming from the mind of the fiendish Dr. Wily. Quickly, Dr. Light made some changes in his robot. First, he programmed him to think of nothing but pure good, to seek out evildoers, and to always fight on the side of truth and justice. Next, he upgraded Mega Man's tool-using capabilities to include all existing and all imaginable weapons. Goodness gracious. He's the best robot in general, the bestest little guy. Mega Man, the super robot, had been created, and what a robot he was. He'd fought every villain he'd come up against, fought them all to the finish, or so he thought. Now it looks like Dr. Wily had come back to life. You thought he was dead? And this time he was more evil than ever. Mega Man turned his attention back to Dr. Light. "And so, Mega Man," said the doctor, "I have decided to clone you, to copy your circuits and create another Mega Man. 2 of you together ought to be able to get the job done. Clone him? What?" Mega Man nodded. He wasn't sure if this idea would work, but he was a robot. He had to obey his creator. This is really building up like Mega Man's gonna pull a dark twist and finally just like say, "No, Doctor, I'm done with you," and then he's gonna go crazy. "Okay, Dr. Light," he said. "How do we do it?" Dr. Light gestured toward the back of the laboratory. Mega Man saw a huge freestanding box with open doors. A control panel on its side was blinking madly, flashing red and yellow lights. "My latest invention," he said proudly. "The Robo-Transometer XZ4000. He's gonna trans Mega Man, you guys. Hell yeah. "With cloning capability." He led Mega Man to the door. "Please step inside," he said. "This won't hurt a bit, and when I open the door, there'll be 2 of you." It is Mega Man 2. That tracks. Mega Man walked into the box, and Dr. Light shut the door behind him. It was dark in there, and then the box began to shake. Mega Man reached out and tried to hold onto the walls as the quaking increased. Then there was a series of loud, booming sounds, followed by a crash of metal on metal. Something screeched, and a bell rang. Sirens sounded, whooping wildly in the total darkness. Mega Man fell to the shaking floor and was still. Oh, that's the end of the chapter. What a great place to leave off. But maybe one day we'll come back. But what a story. I can't say I'm not on the edge of my seat right now. Maybe we'll take a little peek at more of this novel a little later on today. Didn't he build him? He could just do it again. He could do a lot of things, Happy Toaster. There was some gender-swapping platformer that came out recently. Whoa. Is that a porn game? That might be a porn game. Unless there's another one that's not a porn game. But that might be a porn game. Anyway, that's Mega Man 2. We've heard the tales, we've watched the cartoons, we've learned all about the reviews, so there's only one thing left to do, and that's actually play the video game now. So let me get that set up. Let me get my screens reorganized and everything. A non-porn one came out where the hero lady turns into a guy with a complimentary power set? I see. I had no clue. I had no clue. Alright, so thank you for indulging me in yet another fun little discovery about Mega Man 2. I hope at the very least you've learned something and enjoyed the presentation. Now we're going to move on to playing the video game, as per usual, with the Capcom Conquest. Here we are. We're gaming gamers. Let me turn it down just a smidgen. Going over the classic beats of the first video game's awesome plot. What a cool intro to a video game, too. On the NES, where cutscenes in general weren't super common. What an iconic entrance, right? That's a great way to sell your game. So if you're unfamiliar, if you've never played Mega Man 2, when it was brought over to the West, they added another difficulty option, and it's not what you're thinking. So there's normal and difficult here. When they brought it to the West, they added a mode where they made it so your buster and your special weapons will basically do twice as much damage as they did previously. So they added an easy mode, and they call that normal. We're going to be playing on difficult, which is normal, if that makes sense. Glad we got that out of the way. This is still a little loud in my ears, so I'm going to turn it down on my end. That's right. They added baby mode to the English release. Thank you, Jam. I will drink some water. For stupid Gaijin. That's right. That's right. I'm not stupid. I'm difficult. Let's see. Let's see. Well, that one article did say Bubble Man was the easiest guy, so we should probably see what he's about, right? I did the thing. If you hold the A button when you select the guy, it changes the stars into the funny little birds for some reason. I don't know why that's a thing, but you can do it. Welcome to the bitrate dimension. I hope the stream stays stable. I figured we would just get this guy out of the way quick. God, what an insane effect. Seeing something like this on the CRT is quite inspiring. It's an inspirational realm to be in. The series creator's wife requested it? I see. Hi, Scrooge. How are you? Oh, for sure. On CRT, that does not look so blaring and wicked and evil. I like how you knock the shell off of those guys. It's such a bright and colorful game. Like, Mega Man as a whole does a very good job being such like an incredibly stylized experience. With how many NES games that kind of like, you know, run together with their enemy designs, their level layouts. Mega Man, I feel, is distinctly distinct. If that makes any sense. But you just look at a Mega Man game and you know what you're looking at. There are dozens and dozens and dozens of NES games that have come out over the years, and they don't necessarily feel like they're all too separate from each other. Like a lot of those weird little third-party games, they all basically sort of run in the same family. But not this guy. Mega Man is very much its own beast. I got a head! Let's go! Chat! We got head! Ow. Quit spitting your shrimp at me, dude. Ow. Fuck. It's so hard to hit that teeny tiny little tip on his wonderful little snoot there. Are you telling me that Captain Novolin wasn't a platforming classic? No. Captain Novolin is a household title that everybody remembers and recognizes. What a game. Video games are awesome. I don't know if you knew that. I don't know if you've intuited that, but video games are actually awesome. Whoa. I forgot about the crab. Definitely one of the best songs in the game. This game has an absolute stellar soundtrack, but Bubble Man theme is really, really good. And here we are. There's Bubble Man, the man himself. Hi, Remy. So yeah, not the toughest guy in the world. I say that and I'm gonna get bodied because I sassed the man. Whoa. Oh god, don't kill me, Bubble Man. I'm sorry, Bubble Man, I'm sorry for that thing that I said. Oh, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine, chat. There's nothing to fear. No! Well, I died. That's unfortunate. There was something to fear. There was a little thing to fear, but that's okay. We'll get him next time. Now we've got a full life bar. There's no worries. No plight, no nothing. He hardly does any damage to you, which is kind of surprising. But once you really figure out his patterns, like the bubbles always bounce in the same spot, it's not the hardest thing to work your way around. Having the metal blade and other weapons certainly makes it easier, but you gotta start with some guy, you know? You can kind of just like damage race him, so you don't even really have to put too much thought into the gameplay here. You can just kind of blast him and then you will very likely win before he can take you down. I think that's neat. Mega Man X also has quite a stellar soundtrack. It's very good and very unique. Even the other Mega Man X's on the Super Nintendo don't sound quite like Mega Man X1. It's awesome. Look at that, chat. We're getting equipped. I can't believe it. I want to put my little sprite on the screen. I quickly, haphazardly made a little sprite edit in Photoshop earlier because I don't know how to use actual spriting programs. Let me put that on the screen. There we go. You can go right there. There you go. Ah, awesome. X has such an amazing soundtracks. I agree. I agree. Where are we going?
Get equipped with G-Poor. No hat.
True. Hey, Chivo. Welcome in. Let's go... You know what? Let's see if we can defeat this guy. You may have heard his iconic little jingle somewhere on the interwebs. I know a lot of Ray fans who are tuning in here from the raid. They've seen quite a bit of this game over the past few weeks. I'm quite a big Mega Man fan.
There she
goes. She's going off. Yeah, if you don't know me, Mega Man is like my favorite game series ever, period. Mega Man X and Mega Man Legends in particular, those are the ones that really speak to my heart and soul. But I do quite like all the different Mega Man games. And it's cool to see more people playing them. Like, I've been really happy that Ray has been enjoying Mega Man. I'm so excited for that little vampire to get to Mega Man X. He hates Roll from Legends? Don't say that. Happy Toaster, don't spread lies. You go to hell for those sorts of marks. Those sorts of fibs, those sorts of facades. That sends you right downstairs, mister, so don't even joke. Yeah, I know Ray will beat it. Ray played through Mega Man DOS as well, which is an absolutely unhinged thing to do, being so new to Mega Man stuff. But also, who else but Ray? Who else would do something so awesome as to play Mega Man DOS as like their second Mega Man game ever? I know there's a guy coming. There you are. These guys are like prototype Airman before you go in and actually see the big man himself. Boink. Easy peasy. The streamer who made 3D printed helmets now has emotes for it? Hell yeah. Ah! Epic chatter fail. Epic streamer looked at chat fail. Classic. Top 10 Monkey Baller Rayvon Robinstein. That's right. I always thought, like, these guys, the big nose in the center, I thought that was supposed to be their mouth for a long time, but I believe the bottom part is actually their mouth. It's a quite an optical illusion. You guys didn't see anything. Da, 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 da. Oh, he's gone. He bailed. He got out of there. Alright, we're in the clear this time. No funny business. Yes! Good job, Mega Man. Good job, Mega Man. Now we get to go in here full of life, full of vim and vigor, and hopefully we can also out-damage and put Airman here. He's a bit of a toughie, though. Okay. Oh, I was about to compliment that wasn't a super bad pattern, but then I beefed it there. Oh my god. Well, that was easy. He is pretty easy, huh? If you just shoot at him, you win. I can't believe it. Whoa, I'm like a parrot on my shoulder. That's fascinating. Hooray! It is funny how many of the Robot Masters in this game you can just kind of outpace. Like, I know not all of them work like that, but a lot of them work like that.
Shoot at the boss until it dies.
I'm on it. Thrash, I'm on it. Get your weapons ready. He did grab his communicator to make sure that he could always be in contact with Dr. Light. That's what that article said. And I'm inclined to believe every article I've ever read. Alright. I'm gonna go to Crashman next. Crashman, I don't really like just fighting with the Buster, but now we've got his weakness, so we can just cruise right through this guy. We can make a joke, a mockery of him. I'll do something I don't do very often, which is actually play with the special weapons. More often than not, I usually sort of pass them up and just kind of Buster run through everything. But this stage in particular is so incredibly vertical that having the air shooter helps quite a bit. Another classic banger coming at you from Tataishi-san. Do I have a rapid fire key set up on this? I don't think so. No, that's okay. We don't need rapid fire. Yeah, the little Mets. The little Mets. The funny little guys in the little helmets. They're quite awesome. A real goddamn staple of Mega Man. A lot of times in like random media, they'll have those Mets as like little mascot characters, which I think is super cute. Just wanna look at the Hydain version of this? What are you saying to me? What sort of witchcraft and wickedry are you talking about? Have I heard of the Canadian game show with the theme song that's literally just this theme with slightly different notes? Can't say I have. This guy's such a brat. Just don't look it up? Okay. I won't. I'll stay in the dark on this one. This screen is so funny to me. It's just a great big ladder, and then they've got random platforms over there, just in case, you know, this little Met here trips you up. He did not trip me up. We are in the clear. I think it's really cool how as we climb up the ladder here, it gets darker and darker. That's awesome. It's like we're going into space. Oh! Buzz off, birds. I forget which ladder we want. This one? I think, yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Oh, health, health, health. Yum, 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 yum. I'm so full of health, yum. Oh, that just grinded that guy's gears. We got an E-Tank. I think with Rush Jet, we can just, or this, we can kind of cheese that. Yeah, we can. And we can get an extra life. Oh god. Thank you. I'll see you later. You can be pretty liberal with the air shooters. Fortunately, Crashman does not do well against these things. But now we're up in space, and we're gonna show that guy who's boss. He doesn't have any hands. Please, your thoughts and prayers for Crashman. Your thoughts and prayers for Crashman, please. He needs them now more than ever. Please save his soul. He's been vaporized. That's life. And now we got the Crash Bomber. Hooray. I like that color palette for Mega Man. He's quite cute with the peach. That's 3 guys down. Who next? Who do we want to see? Woodman's cool, Flashman. They're all cool. They're all cool is the thing. Let's go for Flashman. Why not? Basically just putting off Metal Man, so then we can savor those sweet metal blades near the end of the game, I suppose. And we can use those crash bombs to get through some of these fancy schmancy walls that are blocking our path, I guess. Ow. What is this place supposed to be? It's like a big crystal kingdom of sorts. It's scary, whatever it is. Oops. Oh, we could have had a head. That's so messed up. Easy peasy. Ah! Not this guy. This guy, he fucks you up. He fucks and sucks you up. It's crazy. It's scary. No head. Tragic. Oh, wait. I want that. I want that, actually. Nailed it. They're all good. Every song in this game is quite incredible. What is Flashman's practical use? Well, the ones in Mega Man 2 are actually made by Dr. Wily himself, I believe, so they don't really have that same caveat that the classic guys do. Flashman is made to kill, he's made to maim. There we go. Nailed it. Nailed it. Let me get a second E-Tank. Yippee! He's made to flash. Of course. His ultimate ability. Uh-oh, oh fuck. Oh fuck. It's so over. Get out of my way. 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 Why do these things do not do much damage to you, do they, Mr. Joe? That's okay. Heh. We got a few lives, right? We got a few of those pesky lives. Oh, yeah. I forget what his weakness is. It might be crash bombs. It could just be Metal Blade like most guys in this game. But we'll play with stuff. That's really no different than, like, using our gun. Oh well. Yeah, I'm just gonna use the pea shooter. I'm just gonna shoot pea at this guy. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, chat. There's nothing to worry about. Oh yeah, that works just as good. Oh, you fool. You fool. He's smart. He can turn around. He's also one of the few Robot Masters that actually has, like, a walk cycle. He's also unbelievably easy. He's so unbelievably easy. Most guys just kind of jump around. They don't actually have animated
Ladies,
walk
men,
cycles.
and gentlemen, man. P.
P. I agree. Blah, 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 blah. Something's happening. Dr. Light, give me my awesome abilities.
I am going to change the A in Flashman's name to E to make him Flashman. Ha 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 ha.
Whoa. What would Fleshman be like? That's scary. I don't want to think of a Fleshman that's a robot. Item 3. Yippee! We're already halfway through the Gauntlet, gamers. We're cruising at an even higher velocity than I could have possibly imagined. Well, let's go see Heatman. Dr. Light really buffed up that lemon shooter between the events of 1 and 2. Yeah, honestly. With guys like a Leckman and Gutsman who would just tank that shit. Dr. Light's pulling out all the stops now. Because now Dr. Wily's just making killing machines. He's got no choice. This is all like a great big death trap, by the way. That lava kills you instantly. It's quite a lot to throw at the player, all these one-tile big platforms to jump to. Oh. Nice spring. Here we go, chat. It's the iconic. It's the bit. Did it. Nailed it. Rocked it. It's funny how that's such an iconic bit with, like, Mega Man. The little Yoku blocks. Oop. It's all about timing. It's all about memorization. Easy. Easy peasy. I nearly just jumped into that pit. This is going to be a short stream? Maybe. Let me see. Oops. Maybe I should just... I could be funny. You guys, I can be funny with it. Why play the video game, right? Why play video games, right? Oh, we missed the head. Tragic. Item 2 is OP. What? What? Get off the ladder, Mega Man. Stop. You're being a brat. You're grounded. You would really think an enemy would like drop down through this little hole in the roof here and just really sort of ruin your day. But alas, they really dropped the ball there. I'm sure I've asked this question in many streams over the years, but to everybody out there, what's your favorite Mega Man game? What's the one that you can always count on to go back to? One you really, really enjoy, one you really like, one that you really had a lot of fun with? Mega Man, Mega Man X, Mega Man Battle Network, Star Force, ZX, ZX Advent, Zero, Legends, The Misadventures of Tron Bonne, Wily and Wright's No Rock Board, That's Paradise, Battle and Chase for the PlayStation 1. Could be any of them. X for sure, 0, 1, X2, this one. Mega Man 3 and 2, X1 through 4. All incredibly solid picks. Mega Man 4. Hell yeah. Atomic Fire is a good look too. He's quite cuted. He's quite a cuted little guy. Alright. Woodman! Woodman! A robot made entirely out of trees. Somehow science found a way. The Zero series in general, also Mega Man 6. Good answers. Whoa, this bunny is completely immune to the wind. That's scary. Alright, alright. Out of my way. I gotta go. I did not expect the rabbit to be completely immune to the wind. Hi, Gotetsu. Welcome in. I hope you're well. Wily Wars also has a special place in 7-year-old Yu's heart. Are you from Europe, Scrooge? Just curious. Just curious. Super Adventure Rockman? I've never gotten a chance to like actually play that one proper. I've only seen like little tidbits on YouTube and stuff. I'm assuming even if there are any sort of things that require like an English language, somebody's already done a fan translation of it. The art looks really cool. That was your first import? Oh, you played it on an emulator at your cousin's, I see. That's cool. Have you guys seen there's like a fan project people are making where they're doing Mega Man Wily Wars, which if you don't know, Mega Man Wily Wars is a Sega Genesis remake of the first 3 Mega Man games. There's a fan group that are making those same type of games, but with Mega Man 4, 5, and 6. I think that's really cool. I'm gonna freaking go crazy. Mega Man's gonna explode if I'm not more careful. You don't need any Japanese knowledge? That's good. That's good. It's a Capcom game, so I'll get to it one day. I exploded. I burst. Man was awesome. I loved that. I had a whole stream where I played the Mega Man 4 one. 5 and 6 are still in development, but they did a real bang-up job with that game. There's a VOD you can see on my YouTube channel. Hi, Abby. Welcome in. Mega Man 2, it goes well. We had a lot of fun conversing about all the crazy and kooky things about this game, and now we're just like cruising through it. Ow. I got attacked by a monkey. Happy Sunday. Yay God. Yeehaw. What the? Did you see that little health pellet, that pip, like moved over ever so slightly? I got a life. Finally, after all these years. Hi, Arugi Blues. Hello, Arugi Blues. I hope you're well. I put that rabbit away. I hope Wash is not watching. Curious how Power Stone is gonna work in the sequel wars? True. Power Stone is an interesting one. You like the Gorilla Bot? There's lots of cool robot master designs and robots in this game. These guys, these chicken guys, you just can't shoot them before they explode you, so you kind of have to like play chicken with them a little bit. Oh, I fucked up. I fucked up. I fucked up. Okay, we're in the clear. And we still have lives. Yeah, we're in the clear. And now it's time to fight Woodman. There he is. He's pounding his chest. He's breaking it down. He's a little bit tough with his pattern, but, you know, it's really only when he gets close to you, like, or I just get hit by a big leaf like that, that he becomes a bit of a problem. But let me see if we can... That's not what I want. Heat Man. H for heat. We'll see if we can blow him away with the atomic fire. This is like the first iteration of a charge shot in a Mega Man game. Okay, that's half his health gone. And that's the other half. He can be, yeah. He can be. Can. I remember watching an episode of Icons on Tech TV G4 way back when, and the devs at Capcom mentioned kids from nearby schools would submit enemy design ideas that they had enough to carry them through like the first 6 classic Mega Man games. That's correct. That's correct. I showed off some of them in our little presentation. Just for a treat for anybody who missed the presentation, I'll show you guys my favorite one. That's Worm Man. This is Worm Man. He could have been in one of these. Worm Man could have been in one of these.
I'm Worm Man. Get ready.
Get ready. Get ready. Is this anything? Is this anything? Awesome. Quick Man! This guy is quick. That's the secret boss. Oh yeah, we should grab that little life, because we don't have none. This is the level of all levels, gamers. It's got the classic little laser beams that everybody knows and loves. You gotta stay on your toes. They don't fuck around. Those beams are instant death, by the way, just so you know, in case you were wondering. Wait. Epic, awesome, fantastic, wonderful. Do you think Worm Man stage would have little worm dispensers? It's gotta, right? Maybe that's why they included those guys. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. I like this level. It's pretty brutal when you don't know it, so when you're going through for the first time, you kind of just have to trust. Also, this part's fucked up. So the lights turn out and you're supposed to... If you didn't see that there was a jump there, you're just done. You're screwed. Alright, here we go. Gaming... I'm turning my gamer in God mode on. Okay, here we go. There's a lot of laser beams, and they do not stop. You just have to keep moving. You can use Flashman's ability to just completely trivialize this session. It'll just remove the beams from entirely, because everything is like stopped in time. Or you can just play out of your mind, you know. That's always an option. There we go. That was easy. Get out of here. Why do you have so much health? There we go. I defeated that pasta so powerfully. Thank you. Oh god. This part stinks. Nailed it. Nailed it. Nailed it. I'm a gamer. And we can do ourselves a little favor and make Quick Man just a little bit easier, because he is objectively like one of the toughest guys, I feel. Just with how, as his name implies,
circus in town?
He is. But we can do that, and we'll get him down to half health, which is pretty nice. But then we still have to battle him out. In every game, he's tough. That's true. He's always like the guy, you know? I feel like if Mega Man 2 had if there's like a main robot master from that game, it's Quick Man. I'm scared. I got scared. I was right to be scared. I was right to be full of fear. But we won! He got trapped in the geometry. It's so tragic. Poor Quick Man. But we won! Yay, yippee! You fought him in Battle Network 2 and he was tough. It's pretty funny. He's in Mega Man Network Transmission on the GameCube as well. And he's also quite tough there. But every guy is tough in that game, because that game is kind of fucked up. That game's kind of insane with it. There's only one boy left. The most classicest of boys. He's a doctor, you know, he's got one of those doctor things on his head. Is that because he's actually tougher because transmission is bad? Teehee, teehee. Never kiss and tell. It's kind of crazy to me that they give you a totally free E-Tank right there. Right? It's also crazy to me that you can't jump through the chains there without taking damage. That would make this little platforming section so much more fun and exciting. But the chains hurt you just like the spikes do. It's kind of fucked. Because you just have to sit here and wait. And nobody wants to wait. I gotta be moving, I gotta go, I got jokes to tell, I got people to see. And he's got drills for some reason. Metal Man's stage is a lot. There's a lot happening here. I'm not sure why, but these drills kind of become a staple in Mega Man 2 for whatever reason. Mega Man also. I'm getting fucked up. Maybe that's why. It's literally a meme in the Japanese fan that every character asks Metal if he's a dentist. That's awesome. Isn't there a goodie up there? There sure is. Let's go get that goodie. We don't really need lives, but you know. It's fun. We gotta play with our items. You learned that from the Mega Man 2 Yaoi songs. That's awesome. What is Mega Man 2 if not a Yaoi game? Oh, that doesn't work on you? Huh. That's crazy. Blech. I got so scared. They're literally all men. It's true. It's true. They don't get any women in the bunches until Mega Man 9. I think that's criminal. Oh, that's what you meant. Why would you tell me not to look that up, foe? What's your problem? That was super close. I nearly got my clock cleaned. Eh. Ba-ba-ba-da. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-boo. That was awesome. We were flirting with death there. They made Crash a what? What? For a second I was thinking of Crash Bandicoot for some reason, and then I remembered that Crash Man is a Mega Man guy. And you really confused me there. This is the hardest guy in the game according to that magazine we read, by the way. Like, I mean, he does a lot. He's throwing a lot of things at you for sure. But I feel like he's like the... Okay, well, I'm eating my words. Hold on. I feel like he is the least... one of the least threatenings once you figure out how you can dodge his stuff. Because he never moves forward. Of course he's the hardest. He's made of metal. Woo, woo, woo. Good joke. I love jokes. But I don't know. I don't think he's super tough. Especially when the conveyor belt's going against the wall there. It's pushing you back. It makes it so much easier to dodge all of his stuff. So you just throw out shots until he's gone, until he goes home. And you confiscate his metal blade. There we go. Thank you, Jam. Him and Bomb Man. Bomb Man is funky. And that's all 8. That's all 8 of the Robot Masters. We've only been streaming for 2 hours. What the fuck? What the fuck? That's crazy. Well, you guys ready? There he is. I know the game's not long, but still. I just can't believe it's only been 2 hours. I thought I prepared a lot of stuff for the presentation. Bop, bop. Awesome. It's the song! It's the classic iconic song! Punching to the beat. A real hero's move. There we go. There we go. Why would he make so many birds give up their babies for this epic and evil war? Dr. Wily truly is a sick and twisted individual, huh? Oh yeah, we can Metal Blade now. We can make the game easy mode now. It really is, like, the best weapon in the game, bar none. Oh no, all your emotes are gone. That's so sad. Oh. Da, 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 da. I love this game. It rules. And let me get more 3. I kind of forget how often we need these 1, 2, and 3s, so I want to keep them. I want to keep them plentiful when I can. It's so funny that you can just, like, when you're at this point, you can just do that. You can be completely safe from any of his fire. It's awesome. I can only think of Brentalfloss's lyrics. Oh, I also think of Okusenman. One. Haha, 1. Hi, Draco. Thank you for the hydrate. That's 1, baby. Alright. And we're already coming up on the boss of the stage, which is scary. This is the first time you're getting to see Pink Mega Man. Don't get used to it. It doesn't last for very long. But we're gonna do our best. It's a crazy, insane platforming gauntlet they're throwing at you here. Look, it's the guy! It's the Mecha Dragon! Where's Greedra? Where's Greedra? Ah! Oops. That's okay. Ah! It's okay. I'm just throwing for content. I'm throwing for time. We can do this again. It's easy. It's so easy. I can platform on 1s better than anybody ever. It's the famous dragon from the PAL cover. The one and only. Not before seen in the American cover.
You are defeated. JORM substitute Greed at this moment. Go.
Substitute Greedra? You're putting in a lot of work today, Thrash. You got a lot on your plate, little lady. Go! Alright, let's try that again. And this time, we won't fuck up the platforming, okay? Okay? Put your hands in the air like Goku and believe in me. I need your support now more than ever, chat. It's so hard out here to jump on tiny blocks. He's quite an awesome dragon, isn't he? He really doesn't feel like anything else Mega Man, but he's quite awesome. Ow. Whoa. I thought I was done for. Whoa. There we go. This fight's so scary. It also flashes like crazy. I'm so sorry. But goodness, what a crazy fight. It's so easy to get knocked off of those tiny little platforms. Bop, bop. And this level here is why you don't want to use your number 2s right away, because you get in quite a bit of trouble. Why did I pick that up with a full weapon? I'll never know. I'll never understand my own logic, my own reasoning. One, please. Boink. And we're off. Whoa! You also have to make sure you keep your crash bombs appropriately stocked, too. It's pretty fucked up how much they demand you to stock your weapons without really telling you or anything. You'll see why in a little bit later. And just a little bit later. It is crazy to me that for some reason all of those magazines would consider Dr. Wily's castle just like one level. I don't know why that's the case. Ow. But they're like, yeah, Dr. Wily's the last stage. There's only 9 levels in this game, when this is clearly like at least 4. Big scary jump. For fun. Ah. Yet another drill tunnel. Yeah. I don't really know what I was thinking when I was thinking about Mega Man 2. I guess I thought maybe I would have been walled a little bit because I haven't played 2 in quite a little while. But here we are, and we seem to be doing just fine. Da-na-na-na-na. What do you think those big spinning things power, huh? What sort of rascally intentions does that doctor have? Hi, Snowmanny. Of course we're playing on difficult. Oh, that's Dr. Wily's microwave. I see. They power the drills. These spikes are so big and so scary. That doctor really is wascally, isn't he? Just in case. We should be fine. But just in case. It's a big room! You guys! It's a room! Right, 3 shots. 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Eh. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I can count to 3. I know that's hard to believe, but I can do it. Ow. Easy peasy. The room is the boss. What'll they think of next? What'll that rascally Dr. Wily think of next? What am I gonna do after I beat Mega Man 2? I guess we can read more book. We could read more book. Hold on. Do you guys want to read another chapter of the book? We left off on a bit of a cliffhanger, I think. Let's do that. Well, we've got this awesome droning music that will keep us sane. So, in the last chapter, Mega Man was put into the cloning machine by Dr. Light, so that way they could have more Mega Man to fight Mega Man bosses in Mega Man 2, now that Dr. Wily is back and badder than ever. Chapter 2. The door of the robo-transometer swung open, letting in a stream of light. Mega Man stirred. His head hurt. "My head hurts," he said. "What?" shouted Mega Man. "You're a robot. You're impervious to pain." Dr. Light charged past Mega Man and searched the interior of the box. "And why is there only one of you in here?" "I don't know," answered Mega Man, "but my head really does hurt." Dr. Light approached Mega Man and examined his forehead. "No wonder it hurts," he said. "You've got a nasty bruise." Then his mouth fell open. "A bruise?" Dr. Light looked puzzled. "Robots don't bruise. What have I done?" He thought for a moment, then pinched Mega Man on the arm hard. Holy... "Ouch!" yelled Mega Man. "Why did you do that?" "I was checking something, and I think I found the answer," said Dr. Light. "Come with me." He led Mega Man to another machine and hooked him up to it by attaching electrodes to Mega Man's neck. He watched the monitor closely as it blinked and flashed, showing formula after formula on the screen. When the monitor went blank for a moment, when it came back on, spelt out across the face of the screen were the words, "Positive identification confirmed. Subject is human." So his cloning machine turned him into a living, breathing, flesh and blood human being? Okay. Mega Man blinked and looked again. He couldn't believe it. He wasn't a robot anymore. He was alive. Dr. Light turned to him and smiled. "How does it feel, Mega Man?" he asked. Mega Man couldn't answer. He was still in shock. "It was a mistake, I admit it. I must have just pushed the wrong sequence of buttons, but I think it'll work out anyway," said Dr. Light. "According to the printout here, you have retained your full robot memory and will be able to function just as well as you always have in battle." But, Mega Man stumbled over his words. "Am I still invisible?" Dr. Light paused. His smile faded. "I don't know. I certainly hope so, but there's no way to be sure." He put his hand on Mega Man's shoulder. "You'll just have to be extra careful." Mega Man felt something he'd never felt before. It was a strange feeling and it made him jumpy. The feeling was fear. It was a feeling he'd have to put behind him if he hoped to destroy Dr. Wily. He gathered himself together and faced Dr. Light straight on. "I'm ready for my mission," he said. "Do you have a briefing for me on my robot enemies?" Dr. Light looked down at Mega Man. He paused. "I know what you're thinking," said Mega Man. "You think now that I'm human, my size might work against me. You think I'm too small to do the job." Dr. Light shook his head. "I might have thought that for a moment, but I have confidence in you." "You're right, but you'll be fine, right, Mega Man?" "You may be small, but you're tough and you're determined. Step into my office, and I'll tell you everything I know about Dr. Wily's robots." Mega Man followed Dr. Light into his office and listened intently while the man explained how to fight each of the robots. He booted up tipsandtricks.com. "Mega Man, in order to reach Dr. Wily, you'll have to destroy his 8 robot guardians. Metal Man, Flash Man, Bubble Man, Air Man, Crash Man, Heat Man, Wood Man, and Quick Man. Each robot lives in a different weird world, and some of the robots have henchmen to do their dirty work. You'll have to battle them as well." "I'll still be in contact with you through your proton beeper," finished Dr. Light. "I'll be following all your activities, and when you're ready to leave one robot's empire and enter another, I'll give you the password." Mega Man." "Okay then, Dr. Light," said Mega Man. "I'm off. It sounds as if I should start with Metal Man." He shook the doctor's hand. "Wish me luck." Alright, that's chapter 2. Mega Man is a human now, I guess, but he can still do robot stuff, I guess. I don't quite understand. I got you, foe. I got you, foe. You don't gotta worry about that, okay? We're platforming through Dr. Wily's wretched and evil and wicked sewer right now. It's quite scary. I like these giant-ass cartoon silver fish that he's got in there. It's a nice look. This part's kind of fucked up, but hopefully we'll be just fine. Yeah, we're in the clear. We're good. It's not that fucked up, actually. Oh, there we go. No, I'm just teasing with ya. I can't believe we're already out of the sewers. You truly can beat this game in a microsecond, huh? Oh my god, we're already at the boss. It's the giant, big, great, awesome guts tank thing. I believe he's also weak to Quick Man. No! Oops. Oh well. That's life. Oh yeah, big flashy guy. Big flashy guy. Watch out for flashing lights. Watch out for flashing lights. Definitely watch out for flashing lights. Okay, he's gone. Dum dum. That was awesome. That was awesome. That was epic. That's a really good castle design too. They keep making cool ones for Dr. Wily, but it's kind of hard to beat this one. Okay, so we need to make absolutely sure that we're full on crash bombs. It is ridiculously fucked up, this level. This level, and its boss in particular, are kind of why I rank this game as low as I do. It's mainly this level, and you'll see why if you've never played this game before. I love you, baby, part of this Flashman song. I see. I see. Oh. Eh. I'm gonna grab that extra life too, just for fun. Because I love platforming. I love climbing the ladder. Is there anybody in chat who hasn't played this game before, or even, like, seen it on a cool, awesome streamer stream or something? I'm curious about that. I'm curious about the world where people are Mega Man 2-less. You're not sure? I see. Here's a cute little trick for you. This level has random pitfalls built into the stage design, but since your bubble lead can trail the ground, you'll know exactly where to step. Which is pretty nice because they immediately put you in a spot where there's just a big spike pit here, and that's no good. I guess I should get that, since I accidentally used one of my E-tanks. Hi, Ed. Welcome in. How's it going? I hope you're well. Oh yeah, I think we're coming up on a whole bunch of funny, tricky little platforming jokes here. A fun thing about this game is that if you hit the pause button when you're on a ladder, when you unpause it, Mega Man basically like reloads into the room for some reason, and if you do that, he won't be holding onto the ladder anymore, so you will likely fall to your death if you happen to have to pause while you're on a ladder there. It's pretty fucked up. It's pretty scary. Well, I hope you feel better soon, Ed. Being sick is no bueno. No me gusta. Not a single gusta from me. My friend had a PS3 theme that was all like troll face and me gustas and all that stuff. It was like an official theme that you could purchase with your real world dollars. It's scary. Does the PS5 have a theme shop yet? I don't think it does. And that's ridiculous. We need to change that. Society will never heal if PS3s don't, or PS5s don't have iconic themes that you can put on. Whew, we had just enough in the tank. I have here, perfect example. I've paused, so now I just drop right off of that. It's messed up. The buff girl pool? I don't know if I'd say buff, it's just that she's built like Mega Man. I guess Mega Man is kind of buff with it. He's kind of broad. I knew there was another one. I knew there was another one of you pesky guys. So yeah, this level itself mostly isn't that bad. But it's behind the double doors here that we're about to make our way into. Stalemate. So here we are. This boss is a collection of dots on the wall, and you can only destroy them and the walls with your crash bombs, but you need to completely math out exactly how many walls you can break, how many crash bombs you can use. Ah, damn it. This level's also like lagged to hell for some reason. Alright. So you can only destroy these enemies with crash bombs, which is messed up. You just have to hope you can dodge all these guys in time before they destroy you. Alright. Oh wait, I think I need number 3 for this. And then we boop. And see that? We have exactly enough crash bombs. You have to know the pattern and everything. It's super frustrating and tedious for anybody who has never played this game before. You would think, oh, I can just like destroy the walls and then I'll get the guys, but you also have to use the crash bombs for the guys. It's so mean. It's so evil. But we're so close. How's about another chapter? How's about another chapter? That sound good? That sound fun? We want to learn about what's going on in Mega Man's world now that he's heading to Metal Man's house. Chapter 3. Crash! Boom! Bang, 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 bang! The noise was so loud that Mega Man could barely hear himself think. He looked around. Thank you for the hydrate, Zero. So this was Metal Man's world. Everywhere he looked, Mega Man saw machinery working, and all that machinery was loud. Pistons pumped, coils uncoiled, and springs sprung. Cogs turned and wheels revolved, and then there were the gears, hundreds of them, no, thousands, as far as Mega Man could see. Giant gears with teeth the size of refrigerators.
So where is the Mega Man clone Wily made?
That's not in this game. He's not in this one. Don't worry about him, okay? That's another game. The gears gnashed their teeth together, grinding with a noise louder than the loudest chainsaw. Mega Man winced. His ears hurt terribly, which was a new feeling for him. He wanted to put his hands over them to protect them from the noise, but he knew he had to be ready to defend himself. And how could he fire his Mega Gun with his hands over his ears? Mega Man shook his head and tried to ignore the noise. He must move on. He must seek out and destroy Metal Man. That was his mission. That's why he was here. He started to walk, balancing along the top of a huge machine that pumped out steel parts. Crash! Crash! Mega Man wasn't doing very well at tuning out the noise. Then he looked up and saw something that made him forget the din completely. There was a huge iron weight dropping down onto him fast. It looked like it weighed at least 3 tons, and the bottom, the part that Mega Man was looking up at, was covered in giant spikes. Mega Man jumped and ran ahead as fast as he could. The weight crashed down behind him. He sighed with relief. And then he heard another crash right next to him. Another weight, and then another, and another. They were coming down all around him. This must be Dr. Wily's doing, said Mega Man as he dodged the weights. Well, he won't get me so easily. He ran even faster, turning almost invisible as he zipped between the weights. Then he spied a conveyor belt, rolling along between the clamorous machines. He jumped onto it. He needed a rest. The belt carried him along, past huge machines that set off sparks as they pounded metal into new shapes. The noise was overwhelming. As soon as he felt refreshed, Mega Man jumped off the conveyor belt and started to run through the maze of machinery. The belt just wasn't fast enough. He wanted to find Metal Man. Mega Man ran fast, his head down. Suddenly, he crashed into a pile of barrels. He leapt over them and kept on running. Another pile of barrels tripped him up. Picking himself up, he realized that he'd better watch where he was going. That's comedy right there. That's comedy. Once more, we need the rule of threes here. Come on, guy. Come on, author. He kept moving quickly, but he kept an eye out for most barrels. He found that he could dodge most of them, and the rest he destroyed with his mega gun. The noise was getting louder. It was thunderous. It was deafening. Then Mega Man saw a huge tower with a big W on it. Dr. Light told him to watch for the tower. The W stood for Wily. Mega Man knew that he must be getting closer to Metal Man's secret lair in the center of his empire. It's so funny how much they're trying to just accurately capture a 2D level design in a book like this. And there's the big W telling you that there's a double door and then you're going to fight the boss. Sure enough, Mega Man soon came up against a huge iron door. He just knew that Metal Man must be behind it. He pounded on it with his fists, but it wouldn't budge. He kicked it as hard as he could, but it just stayed shut. Finally, he pulled out his mega gun and took aim at the lock. He fired and the door swung open. Mega Man entered and the door slammed shut behind him with a huge crash. He walked a few feet only to find himself in front of another huge door. This time he didn't even pause. He fired away at the lock, ran in, and let the door slam behind him. He looked to his right and to his left. This must be Metal Man's lair, but where was the evil robot? He heard a noise behind him and whirled around. "Eat steel, Mini-Man," sneered the crafty robot. Metal Man was about as tall as Mega Man, but he was wrapped in shiny stainless steel. Every corner of his armor gleamed. Wrapped around his head was a garland of sharp steel spikes. I like the threat of calling him Mini-Man, even though they immediately say he was about as tall as Mega Man. The crafty robot. Mega Man ducked as Metal Man fired whirling steel blades at him. The blades cut through the air with the sound of cold metal. Mega Man aimed his Mega Gun and fired back. The shots just grazed the awesome metal-plated body of the evil robot. Metal Man hurled more blades, but this time Mega Man jumped to avoid them and fired back while he was still hovering in the air. Pow! A hit! Metal Man staggered, then regained his balance. But before the robot could shoot more blades, Mega Man fired again, jumped over him, and fired once more. Pow! Blam! Metal Man exploded into a million gears, cogs, and flywheels. Mega Man just stood there and grinned. "I always knew you were nothing but a heap of junk, Metal Man," he said with a smile. You just met him today." He grabbed the metal blade, Metal Man's weapon, and from where it lay on the ground. Then he beeped Dr. Light. He was ready to move on to the next robot empire. Wonderful. Wonderful. Alright. Time to fight more robots. Heat Man. I know how to fight Heat Man. We gotta use bubbles. Ow. Ow. Ba-ba-da-ba. Heatman is really not a problem. He can kind of catch you off guard super early, but if you know how to counter, then you'll be fine. I don't have a lot of Metal Blade. That's a little surprising. Airman Gatao Senai! Quick, you guys, sing the song! Ah, damn it. Alright, see you later. Oh, wait, no, wait! Wait, see you later! I said see you later! There we go. It's okay. You guys, it'll be okay. Woodman. Can we get him again with the atomic fire trick? Ow. Okay. Oh, fuck. I almost looked the G-Fool? I would never. I would never look like a G-Fool. That's not in my character. It's okay, we got like 1,000,000 billion lives. What? Why did my... Oh, I don't have enough juice. That's right. If you don't have enough juice, it just doesn't do it. So we just gotta shoot this guy a little bit. It's so funny when you get on this side of him, because the leaves just don't hit over here anymore. So getting past him makes the fight super trivial. There's Bubble Man. What's Bubble Man's weakness? Probably Metal Blade. It certainly does quite a bit. And a boink. Whoa. Whoa, the water like completely disappears as soon as the fight's over. That's weird. Why is it like that? Quickman! Oh! He's so fast, he's so quick. Just like his name implies. Ow, fuck. Alright. You brat. You asked for this. You reap what you sow. That must suck. To have to go so slow that you just explode. I would hate for that to be me. Crushman. He's also easy peasy. You brat! It's what I do. Oh. It is really funny how some of the bosses are just an absolute cakewalk with their own with their weapons. Speaking of, check this out. This guy should not really be throwing these things around. That's insane. Who's the last guy? Flashman. Flashman's easy. And now he doesn't even have the geometry of a stage. So we just shoot him for a long time. For a second I thought he wasn't even gonna do a special move. There we go. Quickman or Johnny from Sonic Rush? Probably Quickman, right? Johnny gets smoked so easily in that game. Gone in a flash. Now it's time to fight the Doctor. Ah, flashing lights, watch out. There's flashing lights. It's quite an insanely easy first round here. And I think a quick boomerang works on you. Yeah.
If you think about it, condiments are just flavored food loop.
What? Sure, whatever you say, Thrash. You've never led me astray before, so why would you start today? There we go. It's such like an easy Dr. Wily. I never noticed that the floor explodes under you before. I never noticed that, wow.
Cannot even eat.
You can. You do it a lot. You do it a lot, Thrash. Who's up for another chapter of a cool book? There we go. Here, let me walk over so we can get some ambiance with the drip drops. Chapter 4. Mega Man heard Dr. Light over the radio that was built into his helmet. Dr. Light was cheering. "All right, Mega Man, good work," he said. "I watched the whole thing on my monitor." "And now I've got the metal blade," he went on. "Terrific! That's a precious weapon. It's the only one that will have any effect on some of Dr. Wily's robots." You don't think flashing would be as bad on a CRT? I don't think so. But if it's the middle of the night in 1989 and you're under your covers watching your video game, it might kill you. But I don't know. "Where to next, Dr. Light?" said Mega Man. "There's no question about it," said the doctor. "I'm going to key in the password for Flashman's Empire. Ready?" Mega Man nodded. "Good luck, then. Here you go." Dr. Light's voice faded out. Your own personal auto mod blocked the word lube from you? That's crazy. I was in Melty Kit's stream earlier, and I put in the chat message, "Put it on your throne," and Automod blocked the word for put. P-U-T. Automod blocked put. It said it was for misogyny. I don't understand. The future is so scary. Mega Man looked around. Flashman's Empire was not a pleasant place. It was cold, a damp kind of cold, and gloomy. Of dim blue light washed over his surroundings. Yeah, we were thinking it might have been, like, thinking it was a Spanish word for whore, but it's still strange that it got that. Just P-U-T. That's such a common word. That's such an insanely common word. It blocked the word nerd? That's awesome. Mega Man saw that... This is driving me insane, actually. Mega Man saw that he was in the midst of a group of old, ruined buildings. He would have to find his way through them, but the going would be treacherous. Loose bricks lay every which way, and tall towers looked like they were about to topple. Mega Man checked his energy level. Dr. Light had supplied him with energy pellets, the same kind he'd taken when he was a robot. Dr. Light had told him to be sure to keep his energy high. He took 2 pellets, since his reading was a little low, then he checked his weapons and started out. This is from Mega Man 2 Worlds of Power. It was a series of books written about old video games. It was a relief to be out of the banging, clashing world of Metal Man, but Flashman's world was just a little too quiet. Mega Man listened hard. He couldn't hear a thing. There was total silence. Suddenly, a loud, stomping noise shattered the quiet. Mega Man looked around wildly. Where was the noise coming from? He couldn't see a thing. Then he looked up, just in time to see a giant foot about to smash down on top of him. Mega Man put on a burst of speed and ran out from under the robot's foot. When he'd gone a safe distance, he turned to look back. This was the most gigantic robot Mega Man had ever seen. It was about 10 times his size, towering high above him on massive legs. Its feet were like the size of a small car, and its legs were like silos. "That must be Mr. Big," said Mega Man. "Dr. Light warned me about him. He's one of Flashman's helpers." Mr. Big. Stomp, stomp. Mr. Big kept on coming straight at Mega Man. "Prepare to be flattened," he roared. Mega Man looked around desperately. The robot was coming toward him so fast that he didn't even have a chance to fire. Then he spotted a tiny crack in the broken-down brick wall behind him. "Aha!" he said. "This is one time I'm really happy to be as little as I am." The huge robot reached out to grab him, but Mega Man jumped into the crack just in time. Mr. Big stopped and looked around. The giant robot was confused. Mega Man figured he must have looked as tiny as a mouse to the robot, and now he was just like a little mouse who had disappeared into the hole. Mr. Big shrugged and stomped off in the other direction. Mega Man took a moment to check his weapon's energy levels and gear them up. Then he took off after the robot, leaping from brick to brick between the big buildings. Mega Man moved quietly, sneaking up on the stomping robot from behind. When he had a clear shot, he fired the metal blade. A hit! Mr. Big roared. Mega Man fired again. The robot tried to turn and come after Mega Man, but his main circuits had been damaged. Mega Man fired one more time, and this time Mr. Big fell down and didn't move again. The blades fired from the metal blade had cut through the robot's giant legs as if they were butter. Mega Man looked at the fallen robot. "You may be big," he said, "but you know what they say. The bigger they are, the harder they fall." Mega Man knew he had to keep going. He had to find Flash Man. He ran past the robot's fallen body and spotted an elevator moving up the wall of one of the tallest buildings. "This'll make my trip much faster," he said, hopping in. So this one, the Metal Man story, was like painstakingly trying to match the level design of the game. This one is just whatever they thought of. It has no bearing on anything. He rode the elevator to the very top, hopped off, and ran through the building. At the end of the hallway, he spotted an energy barrel. It was marked with a big E on its side. Dr. Light had told him that he would see these along the way. Each barrel contained nutrients and vitamins, the same kind of quick energy that was in his energy pellets. As long as he kept finding barrels, he could keep his energy level up. Mega Man grabbed the barrel and powered up. Then he kept on running. Suddenly, the air in front of him was filled with flying boomeroids, little boomerang-shaped robots that Dr. Light had told him to watch out for. They seemed to be self-propelled. Mega Man ducked and dodged, firing back with the metal blade. What a great weapon! The boomeroids blew into tiny pieces as the metal blade's flying blades cut them down. Mega Man looked up. There was a giant tower with a big W. He knew he was almost there. Mega Man came to an iron gate. He used his super strength to lift it, and it rolled up and then slammed back down once he was through. Another gate blocked his path, but it didn't even slow Mega Man down. Suddenly, Flash Man appeared in front of him, dashing around and firing rapidly. Mega Man had never seen anything move so fast. And each time Flash Man fired, something strange happened. As each shot left Flash Man's weapon, Mega Man found that he was momentarily frozen in his tracks. But Mega Man activated the auto-fire mechanism in his metal blade to fire again and again at his enemy. And then it was over. Flash Man was destroyed. "You've got to be more than just a flash in the pan to beat me," said Mega Man, smiling. Game hint. There's a game hint about the video game. To kill Airman, carefully jump the tornadoes to get close to him. Game hint. Awesome. I love games and I love hints. Flashman didn't even get to say a single word. That was so sad. Anyway, isn't it cool that this level has no music? Isn't it, like, mysterious and scary? I think so. You can absolutely feel the passion the writer had for this property. Absolutely. Hi, Fuse. Yeah, if you weren't here to see the earlier chapters of that Mega Man story, Mega Man got put into a machine that was supposed to clone him by Dr. Light, but it accidentally turned him into a human. But that doesn't really seem to have any bearing on anything. Anyway, here we are. There he is, Dr. Wily. Wow, he's floating? How can he... What the... He's an alien? Since when? Has he always been an alien? That's so scary. I can't believe it. And he's spewing out of his chest at me. That's so evil. He's an alien? I never would have guessed. Who would have thought Dr. Wily was an alien this whole time? I thought he was just a crazy old man. But here he is, with his ultimate figure 8 technique. Only those from a galaxy far, far away could figure out this sort of technique. Ow. He hit me with one of his ping pong balls. Ow. Hey, flashing, flashing. Sorry. It was a trick. It was a trick.
How do we know you aren't an alien Kapoor?
Don't worry about it. Wow. What a twist. He thought he could pull a fast one on us, but alas, we've blowed up his big device. He's got red pants on. We did it! We beat Mega Man 2! Woo! It's a good game. There he goes, walking along, thinking about all the things that he's done. That's a fair point, Sayara. Maybe I should consider that. What a beautiful ending. He's reflecting on his admission, on his adventure. Changing with the seasons, as we all do. He's more human than you may realize. After all, he was turned into a human after that funny little cloning device. Pretty scary. GG. Great game. Mega Man's awesome. Mega Man's great. Mega Man's the whole reason I'm even doing the Capcom Conquest, because I love Mega Man, but when I had started this project, I had hardly really played any other like Capcom games, so it was sort of like a personal challenge just to really keep exploring the new realms, the new worlds, all these other great games that Capcom had put out. And we're well over 50 games completed for the stream now, start to finish, open and closed, and it's quite awesome and quite good. Mega Man 2 very clearly, very obviously stands the test of time. Hot take: Capcom makes good games more often than not. Oh yeah, and all these names here, these are the children that designed the original Robot Masters here. These are the famous people that won the prize and got their awesome and cool robots into the game. That's why they have little cast members next to them. I think that's really cool. Thank you. Character designer, Yasuichi, Inaf King, Tompon, Nagineko. So many funny guys. They had 6 character designers working on all that, and only 3 sound programmers, including Yuki-chan's papa, and 1 programmer. Video games were crazy. Thank you, Jam. And there's a big list of special thanks. A lot of these are other kids that sent in their designs. Pretty cool, pretty fun stuff. This song's so good. Mega Man 2's good. They're all good, though, is the thing. That's the problem with Mega Man. They make too many good games. Fishman! Wow, Fishman was in the game. Who's the kid that sent Wormman in? God, I wish I knew. I wish I knew who sent Wormman in. But that's Mega Man 2. Really brilliant sequel to an already brilliant Mega Man 1. Mega Man 1 doesn't get nearly as much love as it should, but Mega Man 2 takes everything that works in that game and just sort of builds upon it and makes things a little bit better, a little bit more refined. Mega Man 3 will start to include new gameplay mechanics, and I really like that. I really like the games with the charge shots, so I'm always excited to play through 4, 5, and 6 in particular. But again, they're all good. Capcom, they make bangers. They make incredible stuff. They make absolutely epic stuff. And I love them. And I love Mega Man. It's awesome. I'm always happy to play these games with the blue bomber, even if he's not blue all the time. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that scary? Sometimes he's just not blue, but he's still the blue bomber. Sometimes he's red. That's crazy. What do I do now? Paper, the one attack you're weak against? Not today. Not particularly great against it, but not weak against it either. Fuck. The game ended too soon. I feel conflicted because, like, I like the game and the VOD and everything being concise with Mega Man 2 and all. However, on the other hand, on the other hand, though, there are other things that we could play, you know, things that make me smile and make me happy. Lately, this has been like my go-to when I need more time on a stream, so here we go. Oh. There we go. We're gonna do that for a little bit. My comfort game. I've played this a lot on stream lately, but that's okay, because Castlevania is an infinitely replayable game. It's Capcomvania. Yeah, they should mod this game to put Mega Man in it. I think that would be good. You're okay, foe. It's all good. Ooh, or a Mega Man game where you play as Simon? That'd go crazy. That would go crazy. Wait, hold on. Hold on. I beat MM2 Lamau LOL Epic. There we go. There we go. Stream title's updated. Now nobody can bat an eye. It's hard to not like Simon, you know, he's just like the classic guy. He's the classic funny friend, and we all love him. But Richter's really cool, Trevor's really cool. I haven't really dived too much in like the handheld Castlevania games. I know there's gotta be a few more Belmonts there, right? There's gotta be. At least one or two. But Castlevania is just like such a cool series. There's so many fun things about it. Whether you're into the classic style Classicvanias or you prefer the more adventurous Metroidvania style gaming, there's something for everybody, I feel. And that makes it a truly awesome franchise. There's even crazy epic 3D games. And we all love a crazy epic 3D game. Can I get the cool speed boost today? Only one way to find out. Oh, I missed. I'll try it again. I'll try it again. You know, I've never played more than like a few seconds of Castlevania 64, and I feel sort of like a fake fan for that. I should play Castlevania 64 proper. God damn it. We jumped too early. You have to jump very precisely to get this little trick off. Ah, we almost had it. Whatever. I'll move on. But if you land right on the back of the bat, so you get sent the other direction, you could actually land up on that platform and just move on with your day. You don't have to do this funny little bit down here. But I spent more time down there than, or up here trying to do the bat clip than just doing the level, so we move on. I love this game though. I could play this game till the end of time, over and over again. It's short, it's sweet, it's concise, it's compact. Everything you could ever want in a video game, it's right here. Ow. It's even got jars. Who doesn't like a good jar? Surely when October comes around, I'll try to play some more Castlevanias I've never tried. I don't know if Dot's going to be doing a Classicvania thing this year or not, but regardless, you can definitely expect to see more Castlevania because I do the entire month of October full of crazy, like all sorts of spooky, horror-tinged video gaming. So you could expect some Castlevania in there at some point regardless. Excitebike? Is that a Castlevania? A little bit. Although she got so many entrants last time. That's true. It's true. I don't know what she would do. I'm sure she would want to, like, innovate on the ideas, I suppose. Your Excitebike for October? Oh, I see. You're going to do a month of playing Excitebike every day on stream. That's beautiful. I'm looking forward to it, Abby. Wait, That's not it. No, you'll be fine. You're great at video games. You need to dip your toes even further into the retro pool after all. One thing I'm really excited for in particular is something that I do every year, is that I play through Luigi's Mansion on like the 1st of October, or at the very least my first stream in October. I've done that for 2 years now. I've played Luigi's Mansion like every year, pretty much all of my life, in October, because it's just such a fun, cool, awesome video game. A legitimate top 10 G-Pool game of mine. I can say such and such is my favorite game about a lot of stuff, but Luigi's Mansion is really like at the top of the list up there. It's one of my favorites by far. Okay, we got the holy water. We're epic. Nothing can hurt us anymore. I'm more powerful than anybody could ever have possibly imagined I would get at this point in my life. And things are looking up for G-Pool. It's weird to think, you know, September's almost here, my birthday's gonna come and go, then October will be all the spooky month, and then when it gets to November, the year's basically over. What happens in November? Nothing. Nada. Nothing in the slightest. And then Christmas will come, and we'll all have a very Merry Christmas. And that's beautiful. Christmas begins November 4th. True. True. Right after Halloween ends. God, I love Halloween so much. Like, again, since I've started streaming, I really go whole hog on the Halloween. I want to be scared so badly. You guys, you don't know. I want to play a horror game that actually like gets under my skin. I keep trying, but it's never gonna happen. I just have to deal with the fact that I'm awesome and based and epic and fearless. Crazy how that is. Crazy how one person can be all those things and then some. My vanity knows no bounds, and that's awesome. Get out of here. What scares me? Platforming in a platform game. Unironically, I get more like scared of missing a jump in like fucking Mario than walking through a dark, scary column waiting for some guy to jump out and get me. Oh, ow! Rude. I got a life. This level is awesome. I really like the color palette here. The blue and the orange is such a cool look together. You think you can fix my big-headedness? I don't know if that's something that the faint of heart can manage. I mean, possibly, but you never know. We've got the level 3 holy water, and I would like to keep it that way, so I'm gonna do my best to try to remember where the other item pickups are, so that way I can just avoid them and keep my precious holy water. Like, I know there's a clock coming up. It's in either this one or the next one. It's in that one. Yeah, and that clock fucks me up. Oh no. I got felled. But we're fine. We're fine. It really is like a fun game to just... I got felled. Fuck! I'm so mad! I'm so mad! Chat! I lost my holy water. I was too busy. I was literally talking about how fun it is to like memorize things in that game. And then I got boned. And this guy's throwing bones at me. It's so over. It's so over, chat. Ow, fuck. My life is over. I've been ruined. My deathless barrier trio, welcome in. How was your stream? Hi everybody, I'm Swell Time G-Pool, superhero extraordinaire. Hold on. Ah. Okay, I got really boned there all of a sudden. Hi barrier trio, how was your stream? I just beat Mega Man 2, which is not an unbelievable accomplishment of mine. I've done it many times in my life, but I had to do it for the Capcom Conquest. And fuck! And we learned a lot about Mega Man 2 together, and I'm quite thankful for that. I hope you had a good time over on your stream. So now we're just calming down and cooling down with some Castlevania because I felt like it was too early for me to end stream. So here we are. Star Fox 2. That's a cool game. It's crazy that that game was in like such a state of like basic completion and then they just never released it. It's famously the relaxing game. It's true. I got really distracted there when I lost my holy water, and it sort of spelled doom for me. I'm normally really good at this game, you guys. I've beaten this game without taking a death. I promise that's real. I would not fib to you about such a gamer's accomplishment. Oh my god! And yet here we are. We're getting boned left and right. It's kind of shocking how complete the game is. Yeah, it's like a real game. It's a full game. They did it. They finished it. They just decided not to sell it. They're insane for that. Whoa! He did a cool wall jump like a speedrunner. That was awesome. Yeah, I really like Star Fox 2. It's so, like, technically impressive for everything that they wanted to do with it. There we go. It's all about the spacing with these Bone Brothers. If you can get the right spacing, then even when they're firing their shots at you, they'll never hit you because your whip is just too long. I'm bummed I lost so many lives here, and my holy water, but there's a chance to get more holy water later on. There are many chances to get that sweet, sweet holy water. So I'm not super worried. And again, you know, we're just playing this game as like a wind down from Mega Man, which was very fun. Mega Man 2, very solid, very good game. No flaws. That's not true. There are flaws in that game, but I don't need to get into it any more than I already have. Yeah, like having holy water makes this fight like even more of a breeze. Not that it's like super hard. Most of the time you can just kind of like whip and whip and whip and they won't ever be able to do anything to you. Like that. And we're in the clear. You gotta give it up for item 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3 are pretty nice. They're pretty fun. They're pretty cool. They do a really good job giving you extra platforming. It is a funny addition after like Mega Man 1 gives you the weird like metal or like the weird beam that you can use to platform on. You get a funny little ray gun that you can make platforms on, and that's like fine, it works, but it's a strange addition. Watch out, you pesky bat. You pesky fishman. Usually I'm not afraid to use the clock there because that bat can really fuck you up. I remember my first time playing through this game however many years ago, it was quite often that, stop, get away, get away, get away. I need to be on top of this candle when I break it because that's where the holy water is. And 9 times out of 10 it will fall through the platform and just like be completely intangible. It'll go into the water and we'll never get it back. But we're in the clear here. This level is very short and sweet and concise, but it's a pain in the neck. But we're in the clear. We're good. Have a good dinner, Barrier. Thank you again for the raid. Enjoy your sweet, wonderful, succulent meal. I'm sure she will. As long I know she's still got that fire in her heart right now for the streaming. So I'm sure she'll be cooking up something for it. And even if she doesn't, people will still play Castlevania, because Castlevania is a game that's completely just covered in awesome Halloween spirit. I mean, look at me, I'm playing Castlevania right now and it's August. It's as far as you got when you tried to play. It's understandable, it's a hard game. Alright, let me Oh. Oh no! Fuck! Fuck! I lost my holy water again! It's so over, chat. The 1cc dream is dead. Hi, Fire Mountain. How are you? I hope you're well. We're just gonna have to pop off here. I got a silly stick, that's true. This next boss is like pretty tough to fight, like without using the holy water cheese. But we're gonna do our best. Oh, watch it. Watch it. Frankie. Watch it, Frankie. He's so good at firing directly at your location. He's a real villain. He's real pesky, this guy. This tiny little man. That's it. That's it. Okay. I don't want to play Castlevania anymore. If I don't 1cc it, I'm done. I'm smoked. But I think we can call the stream here. This was fun. We did what we set out to do, which was Mega Man 2. Unless... Do you guys want one more chapter of the Mega Man book? We can do one more chapter of the Mega Man book. Does that sound good? Let's do one more chapter of the Mega Man book. Games Pool, did you not game good enough? I don't know. I don't know what happened to me. I'm normally very good at Castlevania. You can check the VODs. I did Deathless, I promise. But I beefed it big time. But that's okay. Let's read more Mega Man. When we last left off, Mega Man just defeated Flash Man using Metal Man's iconic metal blade. And now he's moving on to who knows where. 2 down, 6 to go, said Mega Man into his radio. That's right, Mega Man, answered Dr. Light. But please be more careful. I thought you were done for when Mr. Big attacked. He just talks big, and Flashman was no problem. These super robots of Dr. Wily's aren't so tough. If you know how to fight them, said Mega Man, boasting a little. I just wanted to have music. Did you get Flashman's Time Stopper? Asked Dr. Light. What a weapon! It just freezes your enemies in place. Got it, answered Mega Man, holding it up so that Dr. Light could see it over his monitor. Good, said Dr. Light. You'll need it. He paused for a moment, checking over his notes. It looks like your next battle will be with Bubble Man. Get equipped with all your weapons. Ready for the password? Ready, said Mega Man. And then Dr. Light's voice was gone. Static. Oh, Simon died. That's tragic. Why would they put bats here? Why would they dare put bats there? Oh well. The password. Mega Man looked down. He was hovering over water. There was water everywhere, as far as he could see. Frantic, he kicked at his feet and waved his arms, moving through the air until he was over a wooden pier. He landed running. He was going to have to keep his wits about him in Bubble Man's world. The water lapped into the pier he was running on. Mega Man wasn't ready to start swimming, not yet, but suddenly he ran out of pier. Mega Man leapt off the end of the pier and jumped onto the next one. He kept on running. Then, up ahead, he saw a giant frog. It was huge and green and very mean-looking. That must be Croaker. Dr. Light warned him about the robot henchman he'd find. This was one of Bubble Man's fiendish helpers. This is hard. I'm trying to, play Castlevania and read a book. It's not happening. There's passwords in this book? No, they're passwords to get Mega Man to the next location in the novelization of Mega Man. He's a human in this game, in this book, by the way, Fire Mountain. They put Mega Man in a cloning machine, but it didn't make a clone. It made him into a human. Fun fact. Just then, Croaker opened his mouth. Ribbit, ribbit, he croaked. That's the loudest frog I ever heard, said Mega Man. Then he noticed something. Every time Croaker said ribbit, 5 little croakers jumped out of his mouth, and the little croakers headed straight for Mega Man. He was surrounded. Mega Man grabbed his mega gun and fired away. It had no effect. Neither did the time stopper. These croakers must be immune. Try ignoring this, Mega Man said, firing the metal blade. Blades flew in every direction. Each shot destroyed at least 3 of the miniature croakers. Mega Man kept firing until he had gotten past croakers safely. Finally, he was out of range. Mega Man was running hard, looking back over his shoulder to make sure that croaker wasn't following him. Suddenly, he tripped off the end of the pier he was running on and fell, head over heels, right into the water. And what a cliffhanger we're going to end it on. What a cliffhanger. I had fun. Mega Man 2 is awesome. Mega Man's awesome. I love Mega Man. I hope you guys like Mega Man 2. Mega Man as well. Yeah. Did you have fun? I should hope. I had a good time. I like Mega Man. That's another game conquered for the Capcom Conquest, baby. So I think that's gonna do it for me. This is a little bit of a shorter stream than usual, but that's okay. We came out what we said to do. I'll get some food because I'm actually getting kind of hungry. So we can end up here. That's not Worm. Where's Worm Man? I need Worm Man again. Worm Man can fix me. Worm Man can heal me. Worm Man can make me whole again. There he is. Awesome. Awesome. Alright, so I will be back. Here's my schedule for the week. It's mostly familiar stuff. Tuesday at 9, more Mario Wonder. Thursday at 9, I'll be back on Mr. Pig's stream to finish up Crash Twinsanity. Friday night at 9, Pokemon Coliseum's back with Arugi Blues. And then Sunday, we're doing Fox Hunt for the Capcom Conquest. A game I know virtually nothing about, but it's an interactive action movie, an interactive comedy, an interactive film published by Capcom for the PlayStation 1. So I'm excited to see what that game has to offer, that quote-unquote game. I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be so awesome and epic and cool and powerful and great and wonderful. So say thank you to Worm Man for coming out here and doing a good job. Thank you, Worm Man. You're welcome, Worm Man. Awesome, awesome, awesome to have you, Worm Man. So let's see here. That's my week in review. I'm not gonna believe that shit. Hell yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to researching Fox Hunt and seeing what I can find. So there's my links if you want to join my Discord and stuff. Sorry if I was a little low energy today. I felt a little like I was just sort of going through the motions once we actually started playing the game. But I want to get better and stronger at having insightful and thrilling conversations while we're playing fun video games and stuff. So I will keep working hard to make my streams an even more exciting experience and make awesome and epic, cool video game related content. We'll definitely have our... Oh yeah, before we go, if any fellow VTubers, any streamers are in chat, if you saw last week when we did Archive Attack, my game show, if you saw that and you thought it was fun and you thought you want to test your retro knowledge, please fill out that form and let me know that you would be interested to possibly appear on an episode of Archive Attack. Now that I've got sort of a solid formula down, I've got my ideas all planned out. Danny Sardouse of Danny Sardouse fame says it's a good time, so it's gotta be good. So any VTubers out there in chat who think that they've got the stuff and they want to make their dreams come true and get on the game show, then by all means, fill out that form and I'll be able to keep track of who wants to be the smartest smarty of all. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for us today. So we're going to go raid Asha the Game Genie, who is having their 2-year streaming anniversary. They're playing Power Bomberman with many other VTubers around that you may recognize around these parts. So make sure you go and wish them a very happy anniversary and let them know that they're awesome and epic and cool and good at video games and other such stuff. I had a lot of fun. Mega Man 2 was awesome. I'm really looking forward to Fox Hunt next Sunday. Sorry that it's all mostly like night streams this week. I'm still dealing with construction at home, and I just decided it's better to just actually time things late at night than just beg and hope and pray that I can stream anytime during the day while construction is happening here. Loud construction happening around here. But hopefully that'll be done sooner rather than later, and then we can get a few more midday streams coming at you, because I do like to have the variety of like day streams during the afternoon, streams in the evening, just so that way more people can show up if they're not always able to come to one of those time slots, you know? And also it's just more fun for me too, to mix it up a bit. Anyway, I'm hungry. We need a raid message. Worm Man is real. There's our raid message. So be good to Asha. I will see you guys all on Tuesday for more Mario Wonder. That game is genuinely good. I knew it was good because it's a Mario game, but, you know, I'm very excited and very happy that it's a great video game, and I'm looking forward to playing it, and the raid's gonna go off, so bye!